Whoa, that's the wrong one. Hi, wow, chat box is giant. What's going on here? Oh shit, no. I'm a professional streamer. Okay, alright, how's that? That's better. What's up? Hi, good to see all of you guys today. I did see you all were wishing Blazed Goddess happiest of happy birthdays, so I'd like to extend that message to you also. Happy birthday to a longtime viewer. What a great person you are to be celebrating a birthday today. I'm so glad you're all here. Welcome, welcome. Okay, so I have to give a little bit of backstory here on what we're going to be watching today. Oh, thank you. I like it. You like my hair too? Yeah, hopefully it fades to a more lavender color, because that's what I was going for, but the yellow was being stubborn, so. Anyway, also I switched back to my regular webcam. You guys probably can't even tell. There's lipstick on my teeth. But yeah, last time it was really, laggy. Like my video and my audio were lagging a little bit, so. Hold on, I'm messing with my headphones here. Why is that doing that? There we go. That's what I wanted it to do. Okay. Anyway, so if you haven't heard me talk about this recently, well, I did mention in the last video that I'm going to be doing kind of more researchy, scripted, documentary style stuff. So I was working on a deep dive of Steven Crowder, actually, but then I decided to put that off, and now I'm working on like a deep dive of the Paparazzi convention, because wow, that was a clusterfuck. It just ended on this past Thursday, I'm pretty sure, so 5 days ago, and pretty much for the past like week I've been binging these people's content. Like I mean, we all know If you're, the girl Stacy, thank you. First live ever for me. Love what you do. Thank you for being here and for it being your first super chat ever. Thank you so much. We appreciate that. Do I have like a clapping sound effect? Yes, I do. Thank you. Thank you. Let's hear it for our girl. That didn't fade out at all. That wasn't even cute. Why? There is lipstick on my teeth. I knew I could feel it. Okay. Okay, anyway, so I'm putting the script together now. I've pretty much gathered most of what I needed. I'm just like organizing it now to script it all together. It's gonna be a really interesting video. Like, there's so much that went on at this convention. But the video we're watching today is actually gonna be of one of their keynote speakers. I need to like hold on. Woo! I could like feel my lips sticking together. Whatever gloss I put on, I forget. I think it came from like a BoxyCharm or something. Yeah. This gloss sucks. I'd tell you not to buy it, but I don't remember what it was. Anyway. Okay, so this is a video of the keynote of one of the keynote speakers at the Paparazzi conference. Now the thing is, Banger Vlogs, thank you for becoming a member again for the 23rd month in a row. That's amazing. I appreciate you. So what was I saying? This keynote speaker. Oh yeah, the thing is, the reason this is forbidden is because they're not allowed to record this stuff. The people who attend convention, it is literally against like policy and procedure. Like, it is non-compliant if you record this stuff. I think the lipstick's on my tongue now. Ugh. But someone was a little rule breaker, and I managed to dig this up. So it's the entirety of the keynote, of one of the keynote speakers. I haven't even looked to see if I can find anyone posting the entirety of the other keynote speaker. I probably should do that after this live before whoever has posted it takes it down, you know, because this is a big no-no. I'm not gonna like put the consultant on blast, because we should all know how seriously paparazzi takes compliance issues. And as much as, you know, we don't like MLMs, we don't like when people are in MLMs, I'm not here to like steal someone's livelihood because they made a mistake like this, you know? Like, morally, I feel like I couldn't do that. But that being said, I mean, this is public on Facebook. Like, you can find it. She literally tagged the dude in it. So that's how I found it. We do love a rule breaker here, because we get to see content like this that we're not supposed to see. So thank you to the person who broke the rules for us so we could watch this. I also felt like I didn't want to put, like, I'm not going to put this whole keynote speech. It's like an hour long. I'm not going to put it in the deep dive video. So I figured we could all just watch it together. That's why we're here. That's why we're all here. Yeah. Anywho. This guy's name is Jeremy Anderson, pretty sure. He's supposedly some big keynote speaker, motivational speaker, network marketing trainer guy. I've never heard of him. The other person they had speaking as a keynote speaker, hold on, I wrote it down. What is her name? Please hold. I'm looking at my, I got like all my scripts up and stuff. Oh, her name was Vernice Flygirl Armor. Never heard of her either. So I'm hoping I can find the entirety of her keynote speech also. So who breaks rules? Definitely no one in an MLM, because if they do, they get canceled, they get terminated. Paparazzi especially. So yeah, out of just pure empathy, she made a mistake, and she seems to be one of those people who was just like, let's be honest, like 99% of the people who are at a paparazzi or any MLM convention, they're there because they've pretty much been told, like, if you don't show up, you're not dedicated enough. You like how dedicated are you to your business if you don't actually show up to our yearly convention? So a lot of them are peer pressured into going, even if they're not successful, even if they can't even afford it. The plane ticket, the food, the hotel room was $108 a night, but in Vegas and MGM Grand specifically, there's a $37 room resort fee that gets tacked on every night. So it's $145 every night. Which if they're there all 4 nights, it's $580, and that's not including tax and stuff, which I'm sure they also have to pay. Then also the ticket to the convention was $245, I believe. So there's a lot going on here where I feel bad for the people, which is probably most of these people, who went to this thing because they were peer pressured, because they felt like they had to, because they wanted to prove to their uplines that they do take this business seriously. It's all very sad. But yeah, you know, they get to be in the same room as keynote speakers like this. Also, side note, spoiler alert, they had Kelsey Ballerini, who I guess is a country music person. I don't do country music. I don't know nothing about country music. Excuse me. But she was a performer there, and Janet frickin' Jackson. Yeah, last year they had Train, Florida Georgia Line, and Carrie Underwood. So yeah, they're always getting like these big names to perform there. It's a big deal. So, anyway. Paparazzi's so messy, I've missed them. Yeah. I do always like talking about paparazzi and like covering their conventions, because out of all of the shenanigans that go on in MLM conventions, I feel like paparazzi has the most people who are posting about it constantly, all day, every day, just like live, posting so many pictures and updates and stuff. It's pretty easy to kind of get all angles of everything that happened. But also, like, every other MLM, they're just like the same like cookie cutter influencer that shows up there. But like with paparazzi, it's you get like all walks of life, and I think that's so fascinating. So that's really why I super duper wanted to cover it. So, dude, yeah, Clown Town, Janet fucking Jackson performed. There's a lot of, oh my god, and it's awful. Someone gave her a bracelet. I don't know if it was a paparazzi bracelet. I have to like rewatch it, but someone like in the front row handed her a bracelet, and she's like, "Oh, thank you, I love it. Yay, I love paparazzi." And it's like, do you even know though? Oh god, it's so bad. Anyway, we're all here because someone broke the rules, so we love that. Now, let's get going. Oh, yeah, I did also want to say that obviously this is a live event filmed on a cell phone, so the audio was really like echoey, so I did put some filters on it to tone down that echoiness, so it's not perfect audio, but I think it's better than what it was. So hopefully we can all understand a majority of what's going on here. Yeah, also make sure to like the stream, please, and without further ado, here we are with Jeremy Anderson.
Hey, I've been backstage itching, like, okay, Ryan, great job, okay, okay, Shandy, okay, you know what I'm saying? I'm excited, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, what's the next trip, okay? Because I've got so much to share. Yes. And I really believe, right, in my heart and mind that if you...
This is where the recording started, by the way. I didn't, like, that's just what we have. They started recording it, like, probably not in the middle. This is probably still the beginning. We just missed whatever opening he had.
Lock in with me these next few moments. And most importantly, believe that you were made for more. All of your wildest dreams can come true. I'm really good.
Okay. Pausing a lot. I'm sorry. Here's the thing. So Made for More is the theme or the name or whatever of this year's convention with Paparazzi. He literally just said, if you stick with me for these next few moments and believe, then all your wildest dreams will come true. And I hate this because basically what he's saying is like, you believe in yourself, you can do it. So like putting this like a personal responsibility on these people that like if they don't achieve their wildest dreams it's because they didn't believe hard enough. And I think that's really shitty. Like, he's not giving any good advice so far. I mean, he's said like 2 sentences, but this is not good advice. What this is it sounds inspirational. Oh, just believe in yourself. But if you can't come back to him and be like, what you taught me doesn't work, because he can just be like, I told you to believe in yourself and it didn't work, so you clearly didn't believe in yourself. You know, I think it's messed up.
I really believe, right? And here's the challenge. The biggest challenge that I have whenever I travel, I've been all over the globe speaking, I've been on every type of stage, but whenever I speak, something about in my heart is pain and it's ache, because I think about the people in the audience that question what's possible for them. Now, full disclosure, I've been speaking professionally now for 13 years, and I don't take every engagement. I probably take about 5% of the requests that come in. And when Ebony, my assistant and booking agent, when she came and told me about Paparazzi, the opportunity, the conference.
Hey, Tipster, what's up?
And she began to tell me about, how awesome it's going to be. And I was like, okay, well, what's the theme? Because every event has a theme. I said, well, what's the event theme? And she said, made for more. I said, I'll take it. I said, hey, this is before I discussed any schedule, any dates, any budget. I was like, I'll take it because the values.
Yes.
The values are aligning with me.
Made for more. And he's like, yep, values align. It's like, take any MLM conference, dude. Any MLM conference. And whatever their theme is, here we are. Hey, Jeremy. Here's the theme. He'll be like, yeah, that's my alignment. Yeah. My guess is that alongside this made for more shit, she was like, by the way, Trent and Misty Kirby will pay you 6 figures or whatever. Like, I mean, I guarantee they paid this dude a big chunk of money to be here. I mean, they have to be shelling out money, right? Like a ton of money, right? Because, I mean, they got Janet Jackson to perform and Kelsey Ballerini, whoever that is. Hope you're doing well too, Tipster. I'm happy to see you here. And hello, DC. So wonderful to see you here, friend. Yeah. My guess is that he immediately said yes because alongside that little note there that his assistant gave him, it was like, also they will pay you this amount of money, and he said, okay. They got enough money to get Janet Jackson, they got enough money to get me. Like, come on. Sir, we see right through you.
So anytime Misty or Trent calls me, anytime Channy or Ryan calls me for something, like, I'm there because I understand that there's the faith element, there's the family element. And when I heard, it aligns with my values. It aligns with my value system. So we are in one accord. And I've been sitting back learning from them as they present you.
Wait a minute.
So when I tell y'all,
wait a minute. Sheila, thank you for gifting 20 memberships. Let's take a break, and you know what time it is.
It's a Pop-Tart party right now. Look at all the Pop-Tarts in here. Everybody has a Pop-Tart by their icon. Hey, more Pop-Tarts in the chat.
Thank you, Sheila. Thank you for adding more Pop-Tarts to the chat. We appreciate it. She's wilding out here. She always is. Sheila, you to MVP. Thank you. Thank you. Also, this pause face is really unfortunate. Oh, all the memberships. Wow, you're so beautiful. Oh, Clown Dad, look at you getting a membership. Hey! All right. Let's just, hold on, take a moment to enjoy this face here that he has graced us with, and I'll go.
I need you to believe. As I have my time in thought and have my time in prayer, I was like, okay, what do you want me to share, with your people? And I began to think of the concept made for more. So I asked myself, like, more what? More what? Like, what exactly does more look like? And for everybody, more can look like a lot of different things, but I've got maybe 7 or 8 specific things when it comes to more that I want to address.
All right.
The first thing I want to do is more inspiration. Now, when I say more inspiration,
Wait, why is he yelling at us? Oh, he hasn't started yelling yet, trust me.
I need you inside your mind, right, to say, okay, what inspires me? What moves me? I don't know what it is.
Hi,
There's
Aaron.
something about me that.
Sweet
When I
friend,
see
hello. Rebecca, thank you for joining Wavemakers. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, all of you.
other people winning, and I see other people doing cool things, and I see other people experiencing success, I can explain to you, but something inside my brain makes me say, if they can do it, I can do it. I don't know what it is, right? Because see, I don't get caught up on the celebrity or the social media stuff. I realize people can put up the most amazing posts, but in the morning time, if they wake their behind up,
Come on
they
now.
don't brush their teeth,
Come on. Oh.
Yeah.
you can be as cool as you want to be. But I'm like, you human just like me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got thoughts, you got feelings, you got emotions. So the way my brain is wired,
You got thoughts, you got feelings, you got emotion, you got stinky bad morning breath just like me. Okay, we get it, dude.
I look at what people are doing. Like, let me tell you something. I'm gonna be a better human because I've been doing my research, right? So I know about the first event that they had before the couple, right? The founders. I know about the first event that they had in them. Right? I know about the multiple trips to China, like the faith, the audacity that they had.
It's the audacity for me. That's interesting that he mentions that. This must have, okay, because like you guys haven't been watching nonstop coverage of this event like I have, but this must have happened after Misty Kirby, who is one of the 4 founders of Paparazzi, absolute celebrity status up in there. She did a speech kind of thing, and I did find a video of that also that's like 10 minutes long, but I don't know how long her actual speech was. But I'm telling you, dude, she got super fucking racist. I'm not even kidding, dude. Like, against Chinese people. She let's just say she started trying to impersonate the way they talk, and then she made fun of their local cuisine, and it was really just distasteful and shockingly terrible. So yeah, for him to bring up like, oh, the multiple trips to China and stuff, because yeah, she does do a speech here and she talks about all of that. So I'm gonna be putting that for sure, that part of the video of Misty Kirby, in the Paparazzi recap convention video. Because it's bad, dude. No, very on brand, though, Karen. You're right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I guess I wouldn't expect anything else. But, yeah, she goes on this whole thing talking about how she went to China and, like, she had to have all these, like, translators and stuff. Because all their stuff is made in China. So she, like, went out to visit their warehouses and stuff. So, yeah. It's super icky. Yeah, I hardcore agree. Yeah, terrible. Also, yeah, she was talking shit about, so, like, scorpions and, Karina, hi! Hold on, let me get this thought out. Scorpions and silkworms, are both, like, delicacies out there. Like, even, like, scorpions, they have it as, like, street food and stuff. Like, I looked this up, but it's literally considered a delicacy out there. And out of good faith, they shared, scorpions and silkworms with her, probably among other things, and she's up there just like, oh no, it's so gross. She made a Hakuna Matata joke, like she's fucking Timon and Pumbaa. It's like, can you be any more tone deaf, ma'am? It's horrible. Anyway, Karina, life goals, get tipsy with Savannah at least once. Hell yeah. Yeah, girl, that's what's up. Hey, next time I go out to Vegas, well, I'm not going to invite you to Erin's house because it's not my house to invite you to, but I'm sure she'd love to have you if you asked her. But, yeah, next time, party! All right. Crispy fried scorpions. Listen, I understand that it sounds gross because we're not used to eating that, but, like, culturally, over there, it's not weird. And so for her to, like, really buckle down and be like, it's like Hakuna Matata, like, stop. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, we can continue.
Listen to your trick and say, you know what, we can do this for charity, and Ryan say, you know what, we can do.
Okay, we're not going to continue. Catherine M., thank you. Don't forget to lick the chat. Also, please say hi to your kitties. Well, we do have Pippi's over there. Oh, you can hardly see her. She's right there. She just got up and walked away. Pippi, come here. People want to say hi. Meow, meow. Yeah, she's here. Pippi's here. I don't know where the other two are. They're around here somewhere, but I'll tell them you say hi later. Thank you. Yeah, don't yuck people's yums. Come on.
Inspired by that. And the hardest and most challenging thing about business owners like myself, because I'm privileged to own 3 or 4 different companies, is you wonder if the people that work within your organization believe as passionate about it as you. And so when we talk about more inspiration, I need you to ask yourself, like, okay, what am I inspired by? Maybe it's someone else that works for Paparazzi. Maybe you see another consultant that's doing absolutely amazing things, and you say, you know what, if they can do it, I can do it. Matter of fact, let's practice that. All right, if they can do it,
I can do
come
it.
on. If they can do it,
I can do
so
it.
you see somebody on Facebook Live, and they doing their thing. They got their makeup, they got their music going, they got their ring light. You know what I'm saying? And you look and see, oh my God, she got 700 people. You tell yourself, if they can do it,
I can do it.
I think this might be a cult. Maybe. It's so culty when they start chanting shit back. Like, I understand that it's supposed to be, like, motivational or whatever. And if you're speaking it out loud into the universe, that's part of manifestation and stuff. But this ain't it. It just looks culty.
oh, come on. I'm talking about those of y'all that go to it. You see somebody at a train show, and they say on Instagram, like, you know what, man, I went to the train show, I had boxes of stuff, I'm coming back with nothing. There ain't no hate in your heart. There ain't no hate in your spirit. You literally tell yourself, if they can do it, that's that mindset you gotta have more
Told you he starts yelling. See, that wasn't yelling before. Now that was yelling.
inspiration. So I be seeing people do amazing things, and I'm inspired by it. And you don't hate my blood. People are patting you on the head saying, oh, Jeremy, you feed 1,000 people per week in South Africa. I do.
You're bragging, sir. Hold on. I remember the next sentence here. It's ridiculous.
But Tony Robbins feed 1 million people.
Woo!
So I ain't about
DM Bishop, thank you for joining. Hey, here's the thing. I feel like, and I don't know his method of feeding people in Africa, but feeding 1,000 people a week who are needy anywhere, that's pretty cool. That's something that most people can't say. For him to be like, yeah, I get like a pat on the back or whatever for, oh, I don't know, just feeding 1,000 people a week. But I'm not, Tony Robbins is feeding 1 million. Like, why are you comparing yourself to Tony Robbins? I get that you're both in the same field, but it's like, he's making it sound like my best is not good enough, you know? And he's doing pretty damn good if he's feeding 1,000 people a week who are needy and hungry, you know? It just, I hate it.
Come on now.
Tony Robbins feeds 1 million
Come
people.
on.
I'm feeding 1,000 people per week, so that's 52 weeks in a year. I'm feeding over 50,000. He's feeding 1 million. I'm hungry, y'all. I'm inspired by what he's doing. I need you to be inspired.
I understand, like, how great that must feel to be like, I help feed 52 million people a year instead of 52,000. Like, obviously, the more the merrier, I suppose. But, like, I feel like he's just saying this to brag. Does anyone else feel that way? You know, maybe not. But so far, he's bragged about having multiple businesses, and now he's built, like, what did he say, 4 businesses or something? He's got multiple businesses, and then he's feeding 1,000 people a week. What else are we gonna brag about, bud?
I need more inspiration inside of you. So you ask yourself every single day, who am I going to look to for inspiration? Who am I going to look to for encouragement? And you got to wire your brain to believe. If they can do it,
I can do it.
all right, my next slide. Now this one here. More for yourself. Listen to me. Hear me clearly. You deserve more for yourself.
Yes.
Like whatever trip you want to take.
Come on.
Come on. Some of y'all been looking at Aruba. You've been looking at Bali. You've been looking at the Maldives. Come on, talk to me. You've been seeing something on Instagram and you saying one day. I'm telling you that thing can happen for you if you believe.
This camera person, I don't know what they think they're doing. If you want to show the crowd, like, zoom out or something, dude. You can do that while you're live, I'm pretty sure.
I want you to desire more for yourself. I used to come across people back in the day. I don't really associate with people no more. But I used to come across some people that are still like, oh, I just want whatever comes my way. I'm like, I don't want that energy. I don't want whatever comes my way. I want more for myself.
You're a selfish motherfucker. Yes, you are. I want more for myself. What is it? One for all? No, all for one. I'm Jeremy Anderson. I want more for myself. It's like, I don't know, maybe, and again, there's nothing wrong with, like, setting goals and wanting more for yourself, but he's comparing it to someone who's just, like, kind of, like, go with the flow, like, whatever happens, happens. I realize that not everything is in my control. I'm gonna do my best, but, like, I feel like his mindset is toxic. Does anybody else feel that way? Like, it's a toxic-ass mindset. Maybe it's just me. I don't know.
I want more. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I got a spirit of entitlement, y'all. I'm entitled to be successful.
Come on now.
I'm entitled to be happy. I'm entitled to be loved. I'm entitled to travel the world. I'm fearfully and wonderfully made. I'm made for more.
Nobody likes an entitled queen. Thank you.
I know who I serve. I know what he has. More for yourself. He wouldn't give you those dreams if he won't go bring you to fruition. He wouldn't wire you with a brain so that you can see and picture yourself somewhere but not experience it. He wouldn't dare tease you like that. But the problem is, some of you are playing with your potential. You like, oh, I'll just take, no. You look at the very top and you say, I want that. And that's who I am. I can't explain it to you, but I got this thing in me where I say always grateful, never settle. My daughter is 10 years old. I'd be at the crib like, always grateful. She'd be like, never settle. I'd be like, that's right. And I want to practice it for just a moment with you all. And I'm going to tell you the importance, right? Because we're talking about more for yourself. This concept of always grateful, never settle. It's like, I'm grateful for what I have. But is it possible to have more? Is it possible to experience more?
But, like, at a certain point, you have to, like, it's always going to be, I need more, I need more, I need more. You're, like, never going to be content, even if you have more than most people, and he already does. I mean, again, I don't know how much Paparazzi paid him to be here and speak here, but it was probably more than most of our yearly salaries, just to do this. If I had to guess, just saying. At what point do you go, I think I have enough? You know? And again, I don't think there's anything wrong with, like, striving for more, setting goals and wanting to, but, like, he's talking about, like, material things, financial things, you know? Hi, Devin, welcome. Happy to see you, friend. Why is this man yelling at me? Yeah, no, because loud equals motivational. Oh my god, now my eyelashes are bothering me. Sir, you're at a 12. I need you to take it down to 4. He does, though. Like, you gotta have the dynamics. You gotta have the peak energy where he's yelling at you, and then immediately back down. And that has that dramatic effect, you know? Goodness.
Now, if I pursue it and I don't get it, what meant to be, I gave it my all. Right? But that concept of always grateful, like, I'm grateful for this opportunity, but I'm not going to settle if I can experience more, if I can have more, if I can achieve more, if I can attain more. So I'm going to practice it with you, right? I'm going to say always grateful, and I want you to shout like you believe it inside your spirit, never settle, right? And I don't want you just to shout it, but I want you to live it. Always grateful? I heard like the middle section. I don't know what's up with it.
But what's wrong with settling, dude? Seriously, never settle. It's like at a certain point you're gonna be of like retirement age and you're gonna want to freaking settle somewhere, dude. And again, this is even cultier than the last chant they were doing. What was that? Made for I forget what he was saying already. I can do it or something like that. Well, now he's having them chant never settle. All right, they're all manifesting it. And listen, there's thousands of people in this room. And do you think that every single one of them are going to attend this convention next year? No. No, because you know what? They're going to realize that they actually were made for more. That's not a freaking MLM that sells lead-based jewelry. Or lead-laced jewelry, excuse me.
Everybody, one more time. Always grateful. I'm talking to those of y'all that feel like, man, I hit this milestone. I've got 15 people on my team. I've arrived.
No.
Wrong. I got 15 people. How can I 10x that? Because now we have a mindset.
Yes,
that's
Lord.
always grateful. Man, you like, oh my God, I did my first Instagram live. I had Instagram going and Facebook on at the same time. And I had 22 people on one and I had 35 people on the other. I done did that thing. You tell yourself, no, boo-boo. That was decent, but always grateful.
That is an unrealistic expectation for the number of people who are going to be watching your paparazzi lives. Just saying. Just freaking saying. And also, according to a friend of the channel, Tracy Reed, ex-paparazzi consultant, she said that most people who are in, like, Taylor Kirby's lives, like, Facebook lives, are all paparazzi distributors. They're not outside customers. I want to say, I'd have to go back and watch the interview again, which I might have to for this video I'm working on. So I'll have the exact numbers eventually. But I want to say that she said, like, between 70 and 80% she believes that the sales that are made to someone on Facebook Live selling paparazzi jewelry, 70 to 80% are between people who are already consultants. And it's because even though, so like, they're still going to buy that jewelry from another consultant for $5, and you may be asking yourself, why would they do that? Because they're not going to make a profit. If they buy directly from Paparazzi, they buy each piece for $2.75 and then sell it for a $2.25 profit. So if they buy it from another distributor, they're buying it for $5, which is what they end up selling it for. The reason they do that is because there's this culture in paparazzi where they're pretty much pushing the idea that, like, if you're not getting sales, it's because your inventory is stale. And unfortunately, like, the elite uplines and stuff get access, or at least this is how it was when I talked to Tracy. They could have changed it now, but I doubt it. The elite uplines and, like, the life of the party members and stuff, or the people who buy the most jewelry, they get, like, first access to all the new releases, which I think they drop new releases every day, I want to say. They get access first, so they get to snatch up all the new stuff, and then it leaves all the people at the bottom who are like, no one's buying from me because, like, they got all the good jewelry, so they go just to freshen up their inventory. The idea is, if I have all these cool new pieces, someone will buy that, but they'll also buy other stuff. That's the idea. Is it ridiculous? Yeah, it is. There's no but there. It's just freaking ridiculous.
You had that mindset because you want to have more for yourself. Now, the next one. More for your family.
Yes.
I heard a few of y'all say that part. How many of y'all feeling that right there?
That's right.
You know why they're feeling it right there? Because you made this little PowerPoint thing, this whole speech, surrounded, what's the word I'm trying to say? You made it, like, inspired by the idea of tugging on people's emotions and their heartstrings, and you knew that the moment you said, think about your family, they're all gonna start crying. If I had to guess, I haven't watched this far into it, but if I had to guess, I think things are gonna get really emotional in just a second here. He's going to take the emotion that they're feeling, just seeing the word family up on the screen, the way he was like, you all feel that, don't you? I guarantee he's about to do some manipulative, like, emotionally manipulative shit. Let's watch, shall we?
How many of you know that there are times in the morning when you get up, you tired, you stressed, you got a headache, anxiety, depression on you, the enemy all in your head, and you want to say, you know what, forget it, but you think about that child. You think about your niece or your nephew. You know what I'm saying? You think about your loved ones. You think about your family. That's really what pushes me. I'm a simple guy, y'all. I don't need a lot.
Really? But why do you always constantly want more? Sir, you're rich as fuck. I don't have his financial statements or his bank statements or anything. I don't know how rich he is, but he travels the country speaking at giant events like this. Pretty sure he's fucking rich. And if he's gonna be here like, I'm simple, guys, I don't need much. But then he just got done saying, but I always need more. It's like, okay, so how simple are you then? That makes no sense.
Well, my mama had me when she was 16 years old. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't never met my biological father. I struggled years with drug and alcohol abuse.
Oh, here comes the sob story. Here comes the emotional manipulation. Oh, what's that?
Manipulation station.
Here we are. Choo choo, all aboard. We landed at manipulation station, everybody. That's what he's doing right now. Every single freaking even Eric Worre was pushing this at the, what was it? The Most Powerful Women of Network Marketing Conference with Eric Worre and his wife. They were all pushing this, being like, yep, use your story to build your business, basically. AKA trauma dump on people. Trauma dump. Trauma dump, dump, dump. Will there be an altar call? We'll see about that, Devin. I don't know. Yeah, no, we've got, this is the trauma dumping part. This is literally what every network marketing trainer tells you to do, and he is doing it.
I went to 3 different schools for the 9th grade. I just kept failing. Like, you talking to somebody that was a habitual failure.
Thank you for the air ukulele,
like,
Aaron.
I'm all about failing, and I tried it my way for a long time, and when I tried it Yahweh's, everything changed. Everything changed. No, you not hearing me. Everything changed. And I began to get to a certain point in my life, but I began to feel like, man, I'm good, I want more, but that always grateful, never settle. It's not because I necessarily want to achieve or attain more. I want more for my family. I remember telling my wife back in the day when we were struggling, I said, hey, girl. I said, hey, girl, let me tell you something. A day is coming. I couldn't afford it, but I had to speak life. That's the word. I read one time in the book. It says, speak these things as if they are. Come on. I told my wife, I said, hey, girl, one day, you're going to be able to get in 1 week a mani, a pedi, a facial, and a massage. I told her that. I was like, we can't afford it right now. I remember having this conversation like 9, 10 years ago. I was like, but that day is coming. Why? Because I wanted more for my family. My kids, man, I don't even say my kids are spoiled no more. My kids are blessed. Like they follow.
No, your kids are probably still what the rest of us would call spoiled, if I had to guess. Just a thought.
As a kid, it's certain things because they in my kingdom. Y'all not even hearing me. It's certain things because they're in my kingdom of my home that they're entitled to. So when we take our annual trip to South Africa and we check on our foundation, our nonprofit, we have a big conference there. We stay in these different Airbnbs out on the coast by the beach. Now, we're blessed to be able to travel Delta One, right? That's the Delta First Class International when they got a bed. And so my kids, like, I can explain to you, that's just what they used to. Right? And so I remember I had to go to New York for a funeral. And my kids, man, they are brilliant and beautiful. And they are such good children apart. They like little angels apart. But when they come together, they like little monsters, right? So my wife said, honey, I think you should take Jackson with you. That's my little boy, he's 4. I think you should take Jackson with you to New York for the funeral. So I flew there, did the funeral, jumped in with the driver, and literally flew right back home. And so I said, okay, babe. So I packed up his bags and we hit the airport, we get there, and we go to get in our seats. And I remember our seats was 1C and 1D, like right there in the front of the plane. He's like, Dad, these aren't our seats. I said, yeah, but these are our seats. He was like, no, Daddy, these aren't our seats. Where's the bed? I said, wow.
I think that proves what I just got done saying, that your kids are spoiled. If they think that they need to have a bed on, what's he saying, a plane? What gave them that idea?
Because he don't understand the international, the domestic, he don't get it. But my son is accustomed to it. Because that's the last fight that he was on. He was like, I ain't supposed to have this mercury recline like 90 degrees. I need to lay that boy. But I want them to have these experiences. That's why, listen to me, y'all. I go to bed at 9 o'clock at night. My friends tease me. They laugh at me. They call me old man. I'm like, bro, you calling me an old man? I got some old dreams I'm still chasing. So I go to bed early. I go to bed at 9 so I can wake up at 4 a.m. so I can seek the face of God, get my assignment for the day, and then execute the plan.
So, if you don't wake up at the butt crack of dawn, there's no chance in hell that you're gonna be successful? Is that what he's saying? Okay.
One of my favorite athletes of all time, LeBron James, when he hit the champion, when he hit the shot, when he broke the record, people was calling me because they know I'm a speaker. They like, Jay, you gonna put that in your speech? I was like, man, I didn't see it. It was like, you didn't see it? I said, bro, I live in Atlanta on the East Coast. The game was on the West Coast. He hit the shot like 11:30. I was thinking, they was like, bro, but he broke the record. I said, you don't get it, bro. I'm trying to break my own record. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm thinking about everything I do now is really for my family. I need y'all thinking about more for your family. I tell my kids all the time, my ceiling will be their floor. My ceiling, as high as I can go, that's what my children are starting at. All right. That's the mindset I want you to have. And you'll be surprised when you take the focus off of you.
Yeah.
Okay, listen. He's gonna try to, like, manipulate this in a way that sounds like, oh, none of us are here because of us, actually, right? It's all because of the children. And listen, as a parent myself, I understand what it feels like to want what's best for your children. There's, like, this stupid bar on my, I can't get rid of it. Sorry, it's bugging me. You guys can't see it. Only I can see it. Excuse me. What was I just talking about? I lost my train of thought. What was he just talking about? Floor. Something about a floor and a ceiling. Oh, yeah, being a parent. Okay. Yeah, of course. Like, this is kind of something that's mostly unspoken for people who are, like, decent parents. To not even, like, good parents. Just, like, everyday decent parents to be like, yeah, I want my kids to have more than what I had growing up. Like, this is a pretty common thought process when you have kids. Yeah, he's saying this like it's supposed to be, like, inspirational. And also to be like, look I want to be a millionaire so that my kids can have more. No, sir, you're not fooling anybody. You want to be a millionaire for that, sure. But don't pretend like you don't want that for yourself either. Seriously, you're not fooling anybody. You are, we can see right through you, buddy. Yeah, we all want our kids to have more than we had growing up. Cool, yeah. Ask any parent that and they will tell you the same thing. But do not sit here and be like, I don't care about, being able to pay the bills as long as my kids are taken care. It's like, no, you care about the kids, of course, but you care about those other things too. Like, don't sit here and be like, no, it's just the kids. That's it. No. You want to be comfortable. You want to be able to travel. You want your bucket list shit to be marked off. You want to do all the things. You want to speak on the stages. You want love. You want adoration from people around you. You want to be famous. You want to be able to buy all the Gucci, but you also want to be able to provide for your children. And let's be honest, dude, providing for your children is also kind of, in a way, like a self-serving thing, because when you're someone like this, because, like, his definition of providing for your children is going, like, above and beyond what most people are able to do for their children. So it's like, yeah, you shouldn't feel I'm trying to think of the best way to say this. I know it's coming out confusing. But you shouldn't be like celebrating the fact that you're able to provide for your children's basic needs. Anything beyond that, like, you're getting self-gratification also. To be able to be like, yeah, I can afford to take my kids to Disneyland every year. Like, you feel good about that, right? There's some self-gratification in there too. I hope you guys understand what I'm trying to say. I just think I hate this because it's very like kind of, is it virtue signaling in a way? Yeah, I would say so. For him to be like, oh no, I don't care about myself. I just care about my children. No, shut the fuck up. You care about yourself. You know you do. Knock it the fuck off. Be honest. Seriously. I know he's doing it to, like, be emotionally manipulative. I know that that's, like, what he's going for here, but honestly, honesty goes a long way. In my honest opinion, large amounts of wealth just makes children not able to cope with the real world. Elizabeth, you right. You are absolutely right. I think not even necessarily coping, which probably that too, because they don't ever get told no, so they don't have to, like, I don't know, like, solve their own problems and stuff. It's like always mommy and daddy is they're gonna provide no matter what. I think in most situations like this, that's you're gonna always make sure your kids are provided for, at the very least. Yeah, no, I think it's selfish and stupid. Yeah, your 4-year-old shouldn't be asking where the bed is on an airplane, right? At that point, it's like, it's not providing for your family anymore. Now you are spoiling your children. And he's like, no, they're blessed. No, they're spoiled. All right. Let's go here.
You take the focus off of what you want to do. And I just told you, you deserve more for yourself. But I can't explain it to you. But what pushes you even further is what you think about your loved ones and those closest to you.
Okay, sure. Like, every parent, of course, is gonna think about their kids. But again, he's like, yeah, nothing drives you, like, wanting to provide for your family and your loved ones. Well, what about, like, selfish people? You know there's selfish people out there, right? Most of the people in this room probably are genuinely selfish-ass people. Because, oh, I mean, dude, like, I even saw there was a post by an elite up, I don't even think it was an elite upline. It was just, like, someone on Facebook I was seeing, and they were just, like, wishing their daughter a happy 5th birthday from Vegas because they're like, oh, I can't be there with her today on her special day. And it's like, you chose the paparazzi convention over your kid's birthday. Hey, if you were doing what was best, what your kid wants, if you were putting them first, their desires first, providing for them first, you would have been at their freaking birthday. They probably wanted you there more than anything, especially a 5-year-old. Yeah, but no, mommy couldn't go. She was in Vegas. And that person is in this room right now. Don't sit here and be like, oh, no, I'm here to provide for my family. No, you're not. No, you're not. Period.
I never forget when my wife got sick and she was diagnosed with a bunch of things. And I'll tell you more about that later. I sit up there and the doctors were prescribing all these different drugs. And I was so frustrated because she was taking all these different drugs and medicines. And one of the side effects of one of them said, like, could cause bleeding from the ear. And
the fuck?
I remember thinking, like, come on, doc, from the ear? I could see if it said could cause bleeding from the nose. But the ear, I was so frustrated. I was like, my wife ain't some guinea pig for you to try all these different drugs and stuff on, right? I'm protective like it. I wouldn't feel it in my spirit. I was like, ah.
Who says that they're experimenting on her? What if this is like getting mad about, like, watching all of those drug commercials. If you're in America, you know, and if you're not in America, did you know that we have commercials for prescription drugs? Yeah, it's awful. Really, really just capitalism being fucking terrible. But it do be like that in America. But anyway, it's like when you listen, you're gonna listen to any of those, and the voice the voiceover person is always going to be like, side effects may include blah, 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 blah. And then, like, usually it ends with, like, seizures and or death or something like that. Like, in every single one of them. That's like every time a drug commercial comes on, you get mad that there's a 0.01% chance of death occurring from, but it's like, but what was it that you were trying to help? Like, if I had, I don't know, stage 4 cancer, you know what I'm saying? And I was given, like, obviously it probably isn't this, but I'm just saying, and I was given, you know, a prognosis that wasn't very good, and they said, here, you can have a medication that will prolong your life by 10 years, but it might make your ears bleed. I'm gonna take it, dude. So what was she taking the medicine for? What was it supposed to be helping? Does the risk outweigh the, like, is it helping something that's not as severe as bleeding from the ears? I don't know. My cat's gonna throw up. Oh no, oh no. Oh, Pippi, is that you? Oh god. Oh, it's Pop-Tart. Is she down there? Pop-Tart's gonna throw up downstairs, everybody. That's what's up. Yeah. When your erection lasts for more than 4 hours, congratulations. Jesus Christ. Yeah. No. It's also, like, this is a really, I mean, this is a room full of thousands of people that not only, hey, Jeremy, did you happen to research this convention before you decided to speak at it? He said earlier that it was just kind of like, made for more, I'll take it. But if you had known anything about previous paparazzi conventions, you would know that 2 years ago, Paparazzi had a convention where nearly 20,000 people were there, and last number I heard was over 25 people died from COVID who attended that conference. It was a super spreader event. You know why? Because that was a room full of people who were giving into the fear-mongering, the big pharma conspiracy theories, and they wouldn't get the vaccine, okay? And guess what? 20 fucking people died, at least. Like, I think there was one case of someone, like, a family orphaning their children, a husband and a wife. Both died. Orphaned a kid. Thanks, paparazzi. And you're gonna get on stage 2 years later and be like, prescription drugs are bullshit. Sir, this is really dangerous. Like, this rhetoric, no. No. Like, it's not okay anywhere, really, in my opinion. Like, don't try to demonize prescription medication. You are not their doctor. You don't know their medical shit at all. Don't sit here and try to demonize prescription medications, okay? That's dangerous, and you're speaking at a conference that literally has a death count. So, yeah, one lady was 26 years old who died. Yeah. Oh, yeah, creepy. Yeah, they scrubbed it from the internet also. Yeah, paparazzi's great. Yeah, dude, it's been a while since I looked into all this, but yeah, the people who died, the paparazzi consultants who died of COVID, they never addressed it. They never, like, had a celebration of life. They never, from what I understand, they never apologized to the families. They literally just deleted their consultant IDs from the system, wiped it clean off the internet, like they were never a consultant. So fucked up. So fucked up. Yeah. Anyway, I just think that this is really, really in terrible taste for anyone to say. But also at a conference that has a death count. That has a head count, dude. Like, I mean, a head count. That's not right. There's blood on this conference's hands. And you're going to sit up there and be like, oh, prescription, blah, blah. Shut up. Jesus Christ. Shut the fuck up, dude.
So I found out about this place called Wildwood in Tennessee. It was like an all-natural, holistic wellness place, right? So I sent my wife there for a 10-day treatment. She actually lived there. It's imagine like a hotel suite, but it's like a hospital suite, right? And they do blood work and they do hydrotherapy and they do all sorts of different things, right?
Why is she telling us this?
10 days. Now her health was so bad, she could barely walk upstairs. She was always in pain. My girl came back after 10 days, changed, strong. She was ready to cut her hair off and started working out like G.I. Jane. I was like, what in the world?
Sir, why are you telling us this? Yeah, exactly, Jessica. What is his point? No, seriously, sir, what is your point? This has nothing to do with anything. Like, you just got done talking about, like, mindset and wanting to provide for your family and shit. And now you're like, oh, also prescription drugs suck? I sent my wife to a holistic wellness center, and she's a changed woman. She's healed for whatever her ailments were. He didn't even say, which is none of our business. But, like, how does this have any, like, it's just like you wanted to get up here and talk shit about Big Pharma, you know? He wanted to get up here and talk shit about modern medicine for no fucking reason. Dude, you are a motivational speaker at an MLM conference. Why are you talking about this?
So I said, babe, I'm all about investing, right? I'm like, whatever drug they gave you, that's possible. Stop here. Because it's like a miracle drug. She said, no, baby, there was no magic drug, no special pill. I was like, what? Like, what happened? How'd you get healed? She was like, they changed my diet. I said, what you mean? She was like, honey, I'm vegan now. I said, you vegan?
Okay, being vegan is not for everybody. I have personal friends who have tried to go vegan, and it was detrimental to their health. Because, well, let's be honest, it is kind of difficult. I don't want to say kind of difficult. I guess it really depends on the person. But, like, eating vegan, it's easy to be, like, a junk food vegan, if that makes sense. And, yeah, like, you really got to stay on top of your supplements, on top of your nutrition, really, if you're going to be vegan. Don't sit here and be like, you guys will all be healthy if you just go vegan. Not every person can be vegan, okay? If you're vegan, great. Love that for you. Congratulations. I have two of my best friends are vegan. They've been vegan for like 8 years or some shit. They're doing great, okay? But it's not for everybody. And suggesting that being vegan can replace prescription drugs is wild. What, sir? The fuck?
I thought he was Christian. I was so confused.
What?
You don't let her on? She's like, nah, silly. Like, I don't eat dairy, I don't eat meat. And so instantly, I said, well, if you don't eat beef, I don't eat beef. I felt that first tear come down my because I love the juicy word about cooking meat and bacon. Oh, come to me. But again, I want more for my family. So I said, if I got to sacrifice cheese, let me tell you about the macaroni and cheese. But I said, hey, if you don't eat cheese, if you don't eat chicken, if you don't eat this, I don't eat this. And she said, nah, babe, you do your thing. I said, babe, I'm too committed to you. Ain't no way you're going to be scrambling tofu and grilled chicken. You ain't going to last that long. Why? Because I wanted more for my family. When you want more for your family, you'll start doing things you thought you'll never do.
Stopping eating meat? He acts like that's a sacrifice. Like, listen, I understand that, like, yeah, meat, good, yummy. It's not, I mean, unless, you know, you're a certain kind of person, I guess. You don't, like, you can survive without it, dude. Like, there are other places to get protein. Like, yeah, you're sacrificing your taste buds, but it's not like you're sacrificing your health. Unless being vegan, like, fucks you up, which it does for some people, like I just got done saying. Then it's not really a sacrifice. You're like, I'm just going to change my diet to support my wife. My taste buds are sad now. Like, okay, ooh, husband of the year.
Yep. You'll start pushing through some things you thought you'd never have to push through, or you wouldn't even have to push through, because you moved past what you want And what you need, and you'll start thinking about the bigger picture.
That's right.
Next, more hustle.
Come on. That's what I need
Who
for my
would be
team right there.
honest?
That's
Who
right.
would be transparent
Let's get them orders in the
today
back
and say,
office.
This lady in the background, let's get those orders in. Ma'am. Again, as I said earlier, Tracy Reed told me that her estimation is that when she was life of the party, like she got a Z piece, and that Z pieces are they're like a award for, like, basically you get to design your own piece of jewelry, and it's $25 instead of $5. Wow. It only goes out to 10 people a year. They get to like walk on it on the stage and show it off or whatever, model it. And they're Z piece winners or whatever. Tracy was there. And I forgot why I was telling you this. What did he? Oh, yeah, the orders and shit. Yeah. So Tracy, someone who bought so much jewelry and then, you know, sold a good amount of it. Not enough of it, though. She's $200,000 in debt. But it's fine. It's fine. She said that out of all of the pieces of jewelry she sold, she estimates between 70 and 80% went to other paparazzi distributors. So, like, for this lady to be like, come on, come through, let's get those orders in, I think she's talking to her team. She's like, I'm at convention and you're not. By the way, at paparazzi convention, people who attend get to order, like, the fall releases, the releases that go out to everyone during the fall. They get to order them early, so while they're at convention. They also, there's, like, convention exclusive pieces and stuff that they can buy and sell. Yeah, like, she's basically like, I'm buying all these pieces and bringing them back with me. Who wants them? Hey, team, do you want to buy these? Only $5. And it's like, they're not going to make any profit off of selling that, but you gotta do it because that's the culture. The culture says you have to freaking do it. Because otherwise you're not dedicated to your business. And that's why you're not getting enough sales, because your inventory is stale. You need all these convention pieces. You need all these exclusive pieces. And I have them because I went to a convention. Come on, let's go. Woohoo, yeah, team, come through. Get those orders in. Jiminy Christmas. Again, we see right through you. Why is it quiet? Oh.
all right, now, let me tell you something. With more hustle comes more discipline.
That's right. Yeah.
I believe the most successful people in the world are not the smartest. They're not the talented. The most successful people in the world are not those who are the most gifted. No. So it has nothing to do with their IQ. The most successful people in the world are those who are the most disciplined. Yeah. You're going to have to be disciplined in order for you to dominate. So when we talk about more...
Is that why Elon Musk ended up spending, what, like $45 billion on Twitter for a meme? Because he was so disciplined? No. He made that, he made an offer on Twitter as a joke, and the law fucking forced him to buy it for the price that he stated when he tried to back out. Yeah, that's one disciplined guy. Yeah, that's how he got to be a bazillionaire, is because he's so disciplined. No, Elon Musk is a fucking idiot surrounded by yes men, and then he finally found himself in a situation where someone was like, actually, no, Elon, you can't do that. And now Twitter doesn't even exist anymore. It's X now. Lizzie, thank you for renewing your membership. I appreciate it.
Also, you gotta ask yourself, okay, what exactly do I gotta do? What do I gotta change? What adjustments do I gotta make so I go out here and get it? That's why I told you initially, my first slide, more inspiration. You gotta be more inspired by other people to push forward.
Sorry. Yes, the exclusive pieces are also $5, except for the Z pieces, which are $25. And you only get, you can buy them. I want to say you can you buy them while you're at convention and bring them back? I think so. And then sell them to whoever, whether they're your team members or they're outside customers, for $25. Yeah. So, but I mean, I don't know what they buy them for to sell them, because with paparazzi, it's you buy like the regular $5 jewelries, you buy them for $2.75 and sell them for $5, making a $2.25 profit. Also, Katie, thank you for renewing your membership. I appreciate it. Yeah. I forgot what I was saying. Wow, I just keep losing my train of thought, dude. What's going on?
So when we talk about more hustle, you got to sit back and say, okay, how am I really using my hours of the day? Because I realized something. When you look at Oprah Winfrey.
Oh, Tarpon, thank you. You buy them at convention and they get shipped to your house. Well, I know there are, with the fall pieces, yeah, that would make sense. I know that's how it is with the fall pieces. They place their orders while they're at convention and they get delivered. So yeah, it would make sense that the Z pieces are like that too. But you can't order them wholesale. That was what I was going to say. That's what I was going to say. That I don't know what the wholesale price is for the Z pieces. And I don't know what profit they get. I want to say, Pippi, please. I want to say, because like it's a 45% profit if you, wait, or is it 40? 45, I think. If you sell a $5 piece, or sorry, a $2.75 piece of jewelry for $5, you make a 45% profit. But I think the Z pieces are 35, aren't they? So whatever that would add up to, I'm not sure. I could be wrong about that. But I always see them talking about, like, you could make up to a 35% profit. And it's like, I don't know what you're talking about.
And you look at Elon Musk, as crazy as he is, he's taking the bird to the X. They doing all sorts of stuff. When you look at all these billionaires, Bill Gates, when you look at all of them, guess what? They got the same 24 hours in a day. You know, for real, they can't buy no more time. So so the most successful people in the world, you gotta look at them, they have the same 24 hours.
Yeah, but you know what? I mean, I can't speak for everyone. I guess Mark Zuckerberg was, from what I understand, pretty self-made. But then you have people like Donald Trump, who just took a small loan of, what was it, $1 million? Just a small loan from his daddy. Just a small loan. Not everybody has a rich daddy, sir. Yeah, I don't know where Elon Musk, I don't know where all his wealth comes from, but a lot of these people are not self-made billionaires, dude.
What are you doing with your time? What kind of hustle do you gotta have? What kind of grit do you gotta have? What kind of perseverance do you gotta have? What kind of focus do you gotta have so that your dreams can come true? They're supposed to come true. But you gotta be willing to say, you know what? I gotta put more hustle in. I gotta show up every single day and handle my business. I gotta show up at every single opportunity and give it my all. And nobody asking you to be perfect, but we are asking for you to put forth the perfect efforts. And really believe what's possible for you. But you gotta have that hustle.
Oh, his dad was a miner? Oh, of blood diamonds and emeralds? Oh my god. Yeah, I know he made PayPal, but like, he had to, like, if his daddy owned an emerald mine, then... Yep, pretty obvious where that his daddy had some wealth before he made Elon made PayPal. So Elon's fam owns an exploitative emerald mine. Okay, I didn't know that. Wow. But during apartheid, oh my god, yikes! Freaking yikes! But again, sir, not all of our daddies have an emerald mine. Not all of our daddies are real estate moguls who can just give us small loans of $1 million. Like, come on. He didn't make PayPal, he bought the rights to say he did. Oh yeah, something like that. Isn't that what he did with Tesla too? I don't even know, but either way, it sucks that your team is your biggest customers. They just buy and buy and buy and never sell any of it and end up with a ton of costume jewelry that no one wants and think they're going to make it. Exactly. That's the point. And if you didn't know, if you're kind of new to the paparazzi space here, the top 1% are the uplines. They have teams. They actually make their money not by how much their teams are selling, like most MLMs. Most MLMs will do it like if you're in Mon 8, for example. If you're team sells $1,000 of shampoo in a month, you get, essentially it gets thrown into, it's called group volume, so it kind of gets thrown into a pot and then you get a percentage of it. Alice Wagner, thank you for gifting 10 memberships. I'm gonna hold that thought and I'm not gonna forget it because it's Pop-Tart time.
It's a Pop-Tart party right now. Look at all the Pop-Tarts in here. Everybody has a Pop-Tart by their icon. Hey, more Pop-Tarts in the chat.
Thank you, Alice. So appreciate it. Finishing that thought here. Okay, so that's how it works in most MLMs. In Paparazzi, it's not based on how much your downline sells. It is based on how much inventory they buy. So your entire downline could buy $1,000 in inventory every month, but not sell any of it. You're going to get paid your bonuses based on the inventory they bought, whether or not they sell it. And that, my friends, is like the most pyramid scheme out there right now that I can think of. Like, that is basically, long story short, without getting all the details absolutely correct, but still like almost mirror image, of LuLaRoe. That's what they used to do also. And then they got sued, and, because they were sued for being a pyramid scheme, and they had to redo their entire compensation plan, and now it's not that anymore. Paparazzi is basically running a pyramid scheme in the same exact way, same exact fucking matter as LuLaRoe was before they got sued. Why? Well, okay, let's be honest. Paparazzi does have a lot of open lawsuits against them right now. I want to say like 3 or 4, maybe even more. And I know at least one of them has the pyramid scheme thing in there. Most of it is because of the lead and nickel found in the jewelry and like the false advertising and stuff. But I know one of them, it has to do with the pyramid scheme situation. So, yeah. It's a fucking wild. The amount of paparazzi crap jewelry with tags I've seen in Goodwill is nuts. Sorry, I keep itching my nose. Pippi, I'm like allergic to Pippi. I know. She makes me really itchy, and her hair is, I think it's sticking to my nose, and it's just making my nose really itchy, so I don't know. Anyway, that's how that works. I forgot what he was saying, but I just wanted to make that clear distinction that the uplines, the top 1% in paparazzi, makes the bulk of their money based off of their downlines' inventory purchases and not actually what they sell. So there we go.
I remember when I was going through my go-through, and I was in school, and I was in my third school for the 9th grade, and I went to the third different school, and I was having a hard time struggling, and just my story was long, and I had a lot of issues, right? And I remember when I finally decided to get it together, when I finally began to believe I am fearfully and wonderfully made, that though my biological mom and dad didn't plan to have me, I believe there was a plan ultimately for my life. I began to really put that work in, and I began to see classmates of mine, because when it was time to read, and it was like popcorn reading, and it was almost my turn, I got to use the bathroom. Why? Because half the words I don't know. And if I try to actually participate in class, and then somebody teasing me, I get into a fight and get kicked out and suspended. So I was just going to run. So I told myself I'm not running no more. We're talking about more hustle. I literally was in class and would see people be able to read and be able to articulate and be able to express how they felt. And I felt so dumb. But after school, when they were going to play basketball, or they go to the mall, or they go kick it, I'd be in the crib reading that book over and over and over again. And I told myself, they might be smarter than me, but they ain't going to outwork me. I'm going to put in more work than anybody else can put in, and the results are going to come from them. Another thing, if you come to my daughter June and you say hard work, she going to yell with all her might pays off. I tell her all the time, I'm like, boo-boo, hard work. She like, pays off. I'm like, that's my girl. Come on, I want to practice with y'all. Hard work pays off. I need y'all to say pays off like you got the biggest check you ever got. Hard work pays off.
Okay, so it is about money then. Hard work can pay off in more ways than just financially, but he's literally like, let's do this chant, fellas. We're going to repeat after me. Hard work pays off. Like you got the biggest check you've ever gotten. So are you a simple man? do you only need simple things? Money isn't a big deal. You just want to provide for your family and make sure they have. But then, no, money. It's just money. It's a money thing. And guess what? Your kids can't. I mean, if you give a kid $1, they can go to the ice cream man and spend it. Okay, maybe not anymore. Inflation. But you get my point. You making $1 bazillion, the kid doesn't know. They're happy to have $1 and go buy shit from the ice cream man, dude. You having the biggest check that you've ever gotten That's a you thing. That's gratifying you. The kid does not care. Your kids don't care.
I'm just trying to say pays off. Like, you got thousands of people on the regular on your line at your events buying up all your stuff. As quick as you buy it, it's already gone because you put that work in, because you believe that hard work. So when you have more hustle, you'll be surprised the results that come from that. Next, more innovation. Let me tell you something. What I love about the human race is we are vastly different. We got different eye colors, different skin tones, different heights, different sizes, different hair textures. I feel like that's what makes us beautiful as a human race. How boring would the world be if it was just one type of flower? Wouldn't that be boring? But it's not. It's tulips, it's daisies, it's canna lilies, you know what I'm saying? It's sunflowers, it's roses.
Now he's just listing off types of flowers. Plant a seed, plant a flower, plant a rose. You can plant any one of those. That's my Hanson moment. You can plant it to find out which one grows. Y'all know. It's a secret no one knows.
Orchids? I know the flowers. I make my wife a custom bouquet, fresh, every single week at the crib. You know what I'm saying? So I know all about the flowers. That's what makes the world so beautiful. What if there was just one type of dog? How boring would it?
Here's the thing about dogs and having breeds and shit. They're all descendants of wolves. Humans made dog breeds. Yeah. You get that? It's not like, okay, and obviously, like, he's been talking about God and Jesus and shit a lot, so, like, you know that he believes in, you know, creationism. Sir, you realize, like, you do realize that, like, God didn't make a Pekingese, and then a poodle, and then a Shih Tzu, and then a Great Dane. He didn't make them like that. If we're going with the whole creationism shit, God made a wolf, and then a human took those wolves and, like, selectively bred them to make dog breeds. That's how that works. So, yeah.
If all the dogs look like Lassie, nope, you got Rottweilers, you got Labrador Retrievers, you got Doberman Pinschers.
Humans made that, yep.
You got poodles, you got the little Taco Bell Chihuahua dog. We are all so different and so unique in our own different ways. Why are we trying to copy what everybody else
Come
does?
on now. Yeah.
You have been wired, designed, and created to be uniquely you.
Yes.
You find what works for you. You see someone else doing something, it's okay to say, you know what, I like that. I'm going to try that, but I'm going to put my stamp on it.
Yeah.
I'm going to put my style on it. I'm going to put my own ethos, my own energy, my own personality on it. Right? And you need more innovation. Here's the reality. When they drop that jewelry on the website and it's available, it ain't like, okay, y'all get this and y'all get that. Some of y'all will have the same stuff. You got to be creative. How you take it to the market. How you share with the people.
Does he understand what I was saying earlier, that the uplines, the elites, get access to those jewelry drops every day before the rest of them, before the bottom 99%? They're always the ones who end up with the like unique new stuff, and that's why all of the bottom 99% goes to people like Taylor Kirby and what's that girl's name, Mindy, whatever the fuck, Mama Frank, the Frank Divas or whatever. They go to those uplines and buy out their inventory to put in their own shops with the hopes that, well, it'll freshen up my inventory. I'll have new stuff that other people don't have. And then they'll also buy, like, whoever buys stuff, whoever buys those pieces will also buy other stuff. That's the idea. Even though they're not making any profit by doing that. If you buy a $5 piece of jewelry from Mama Frank and then go put it in your shop, you have to sell that for $5. You don't make money off of that. But the idea is that you're going to convince some customer to show up and buy that piece, but then also while they're shopping, they'll go, I want that other piece too. That's the idea. It's wild. It's wild. And yeah, so he's like talking about this like, look, you guys all buy different inventory. It's like, no, they don't. The top 1% does, and then they go buy from them. My God. Buying from other consultants, the money flows up. Yup. It sure does.
How you promote it, how you market it, how you brand it. You gotta be innovative. Innovators are those that's moving forward and moving the world forward. So you just ask yourself and make it a matter sometimes of prayer. Okay, what do I gotta do? Give me divine.
Come on, Lord. Come on, Lord. Yes,
Give me
yes.
some divine ideas and strategies. You know what I'm saying? Let me lean out to my own understanding in all my ways of acknowledge you, and you gonna.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Go ahead and just, he's straight up quoting a Bible verse right now. What is it? Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will direct your path. I don't remember what Bible verse that is, but that is a Bible verse, and that is what he's saying right now. Hi, my ex-Christian's coming out. My 25 years of Christianity is coming out. Yep. And he's doing this to get, yes, Lord, you know, like all these people are cheering. Yes, we love Jesus. Yeah. It's like, hey. He's doing this for brownie points, basically. So, which to me is very cringy as an ex-Christian of 25 years. However, I'm sure that many current Christians, and I'm sure there's people in the audience right now, see this and think it's extremely, not cute.
Direct my path so that I can have more family time, more money, more wealth, more success, more happiness, more abundance. He wants that for you. Why? Because you've been made for more.
Whoa, look, there was one person wearing a mask. Unbelievable. I would have never thought I'd have seen that at a paparazzi conference, but regardless. Paul, is it a recording of someone at home streaming? She sounds so close. So no, the original audio on this recording was from someone's phone. It was really echoey, so I put it through a filter, basically. Took down the noise reverberation, so it's easier to understand. So it's definitely better than what it was, but it's not the most perfect audio in the world. But it's definitely more cleaned up than it was before. Because before you could hear the reverb, like you're in a huge auditorium. It was like really hard to understand.
No, this is why we designed to be made for more. What if I told you, like, when you look at your life, to me, I feel like I've arrived. You've only just begun. When you adopt that mindset of a winner, you say, you know what, I do need more innovation. I do need more innovation. I'm willing to make whatever adjustments I gotta make so I can experience life on the next level. Here's my next one for you.
More peace.
Come on. She said everybody need that.
Yes.
I heard you.
Peace! Yeah, we want peace! What a weird thing to yell. Tranquility! It's like yelling the word tranquility is it ironic? Is that the word I'm looking for? Like the opposite of what someone who's in a tranquil set of mind would do. Or state of mind, not, oh, okay, you know what I'm talking about. That was funny.
More peace and tranquility. Yes. I won't even say, because there's want, there's need. Let's go deeper though. You deserve.
Come on. Yes, Lord.
Is he gonna cry?
Some of y'all even have a hard time receiving it.
Yes.
Because you're there for everybody else. You love on everybody else. And you give it. Some of y'all naturally like nurses or teachers or social workers. You're so sweet and kind. You look out for everybody else and you just let yourself. This is a season where you will experience more peace, more tranquility, and you will be your best version of yourself. I can't tell you how many companies I work for, and I've met some of the top salespeople of the year, and they told me, Jeremy, you know what? The reality is, man, I give my company my best, but I give my family the rest. And they say, like, I'm dying. They said, I can't tell you how many schools I work with, and I'm the teacher of the years, and they said, I give my school my best, and my family the leftovers. And I'm like, how you doing?
That's right.
How's your home?
How's that
I'm
work?
tired of people saying, I'm just holding on. You ain't supposed to be living life just holding on. Like, that should be for a season. You know what I'm saying? Like Trip talked about that. Like at nighttime when the storms come, like we.
Oh shit, Emily, really? This is interesting. Sorry to stop this here, but Emily, she follows paparazzi stuff very closely because she used to be in paparazzi. But she said people have come home sick yet again. If you didn't catch the beginning of this, the paparazzi convention ended 5 days ago, last Thursday. So she's saying that people are already coming home sick, and I guess that like even if COVID wasn't a thing, I guess that would be expected. Like you're in a group of people all the time. You're around so many people, and all these people are hugging on each other and kissing on each other and being gross and shit, sneezing on each other or whatever. Yeah, I mean in general. That place, the MGM, they turned the MGM Grand into a fucking petri dish while they were there, and they always do. But again, we all know that COVID's still a thing, especially for people who were never vaccinated. And I would guess, just an estimation, that most of the people in this audience never got that vaccine because somehow Christian evangelical types are largely anti-vax. Like, let's be honest with ourselves. Yes, don't get mad at me. I'm Christian and I'm vaccinated. Okay, that's great. We know that exists. But, like, even just speaking from experience, I pretty much had to, like, bribe my parents to get the vaccine because I was pregnant with Griffin at the time. I was just basically like, if you don't get it, you can't see my son. Like, you don't get to see the baby when it's born, you know. Get your vaccine. Damn it. And, yeah, I had to bribe my family with that. But that all being said, none of my other aunts and uncles, my grandparents on one side of my family, my very Christian side of the family, none of them are vaccinated. I think one of my cousins got 1 dose of Pfizer or Moderna and then didn't get the second dose, because she was essentially fear-mongered into getting that second dose. Right, Heather, the Lord will protect them. I mean, that's what they all believe. I mean, you listen to any televangelist, they talk shit about the vaccine all the time. We're kidding ourselves if we're going to sit here and be like, no, Christians are just as vaccinated. No, they're not. Dude, no, they're not. Yeah, Creepy also, they were, if you're just tuning in, they were cheering about natural medicine before this. He was talking shit about Big Pharma, basically. So yeah, that's not surprising that people are sick again. Of course, I want to believe that more people this year had been vaccinated before and hopefully weren't spreading it around to other people, but you never know. COVID is still a thing, and it's going to forever be a thing now, so, you know.
They may do it for the night, but joy comes in the morning. Yeah! So there is that season where it's going to be really rough and challenging. But it's like, but on the other side, you should, I'm just holding on. Nah, fuck that. You better hold on to that Chanel bag. Come on.
Okay, are you a simple man or not? Like, I feel like everything that he's saying, ultimately, like, we know he's talking about money and material things when he's talking about providing. And then, like, he has the fucking gall to run around and be like, oh, I don't do this for myself. I don't give a shit about myself. I only care about providing for my family. I only care about my kids. And then he's like, you better get a Chanel bag. That's materialistic as fuck. Your kids don't care if you have Chanel bags. Your kids don't need Chanel bags of their own. That's not providing for your family. That is self-serving, and you're being a fucking hypocrite. Seriously.
You better hold on to the new car keys. Yeah. Stop playing with me. You better hold on to that membership at that spa when you go every other week. Come on, more peace and tranquility. What am I talking about? I want you to prioritize you. This has been approved by Channing.
Wait, hold on. He literally just said prioritize you, even though the whole beginning of this whole thing was like, we all just do this. We don't care about ourselves. We do it. We're trying to provide for our family. He was like, I went vegan for my family. I gave up so much, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, prioritize yourself. Sir, if you were prioritizing yourself when your wife needed to go vegan for health shit, allegedly, is what he made it sound like anyway. If that was the situation and you were putting yourself first and he's like, I shed a single tear when I realized I wouldn't be eating hamburgers anymore. Sounds like if you were putting yourself first, you would be like, I'm still gonna eat hamburgers. So are you? But you put your family first, and at that point, you put your wife first, her health and shit first. Which, that's what I would say you should do. If you have a family member who needs to be on a certain diet for health reasons, like if you have someone who's diabetic, whatever one of those, I know there's multiple kinds of diabetes, but like the one where like you can't really eat sugar, and you're living in the same house and constantly buying Oreos and chocolate and just keeping it all around the house, that's not being supportive. That's shitty. That's being shitty. I feel like if you want to be supportive, it's not even necessarily just prioritizing them. It's like, yeah, it helps you to not eat a bunch of sugar all the time too. Like, there's benefits here and there. Also, he made it sound like he's like, no, this was a sacrifice. I put my family first. And now he's like, we should prioritize ourselves. I can't.
And Ryan and Misty and Trent, like, I know they want you to be your best self on the inside.
Exactly.
This is what me and my friends go. That when you show up every single day and you got peace in your heart, and you got peace
What about peace in your fart?
in your home, you're able to think sharper, you're able to think different, you're able to work harder, you're able to push through whatever. The small things don't aggravate you no more because you got peace. Those things that would typically frustrate you and knock you off your feet, you on solid rock now. You're all other ground is sinking sand. You ain't tripping on. You got a firm foundation. You got peace and tranquility inside your heart. You ain't worried about nobody, nothing, what nobody got to say, because you got peace and tranquility. Why? Because you prioritizing your peace.
Do you prioritize yourself? Do you prioritize your family? Do you prioritize your peace specifically? What you're sending mixed messages. What are we supposed to be doing? What are we learning here? I haven't learned shit, because the moment he starts saying you need to do this, the next breath he's saying something different.
Some of you all just need to prioritize your peace. You need to set boundaries. Maybe you tell your spouse, tomorrow I got you, I'm gonna get you right, but not tonight, honey. I don't know. Maybe you tell your kids, listen to me. I'm gonna share something with y'all, but y'all gonna judge me.
Yes.
You promise?
Yes.
Watch this. I love my kids, but I be threatening my kids.
Yeah. They're cheering for. Yeah, threaten your kids. Yeah. She's holding a camera, recording this and putting this on social media, and she's like, yeah. Threaten your kids, yeah. That's not the reaction that I would have, or like that I would expect any decent person to have. Someone needs to be checked up on by a little department called the CPF.
Because let me tell you something, my kids, they amazing and brilliant and beautiful, but they will take.
Okay, is it because you possibly spoiled them to the point where they're wondering why there's not a bed on the airplane you guys are traveling on? Like, well, my kids will take. Who did that to them? Seriously. Hey, here's the thing. He's just like, yeah, my kids are brilliant and beautiful and great or whatever. Yeah, we all say the same thing about our kids, right? When I say that about my kids, it's because, like, the definition of those words actually applies to them. And it's probably because, I don't know, for example, Griffin asks for cookies and stuff for breakfast. He asks for fruit snacks and cookies every morning, and I say, no. You're going to eat some fruit, and you're going to eat some Cheerios, and you're going to, whatever. That's how, like, I'm not being a mean parent by not letting them, like, eat cake and ice cream for breakfast. That's just, like, being a parent, right? And then they learn, like, not to be so greedy, and like sometimes you don't get what you want. If you raise kids and they're constantly take everything, take, it's because you raised them that way. Seriously. Jiminy Christmas.
So if I'm gauging my own bandwidth, if I find myself a little snack, I'm like, I need to restore. I know my wife is in a stressful day. I will put my kids aside and say, hey, boo, come here, honey. Come here, baby. Do me a favor, honey. After you have bath time, I'm gonna let you watch a show or two. I'm gonna come and pray with you. But just do me a favor, honey. Don't come in my bedroom, okay? Baby, if you come in my bedroom, I'm gonna take your tablet for a week. And guess what? I don't see my daughter till the morning. And she's like, privacy, mommy time.
I don't necessarily know that that's threatening your kids. That's just like setting a boundary and then telling your kid what your boundary is. And then they respect that boundary. If you have to threaten your kids to respect your boundary, then I don't necessarily... I mean, I wouldn't blame them. Sounds like that's a you problem, my guy. Raise your kids right.
Why? Because I'm like, I need to prioritize your peace. So listen to me. This is for the men and the ladies, right? You light your candle at nighttime.
Come
what
on,
I'm saying?
come
You
on.
bring you some bath water. You take a bath, right? You get some what some Epsom salt will do.
Yes! 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 Yes, sir!
Y'all don't know about that.
Yes! Yes!
I don't know if y'all know about that Dr. Chills.
Yes!
Yeah, we know. Epsom salt is cool.
Oh, listen to me.
Yes.
And I do the salt and the bubble.
This dude's up here telling us about his bubble bath time. So inspirational. He takes baths? Wow. I want to be just like him. Dude, just take a bath. You can get a bag of Epsom salt at Walmart for like $8. And some bubble bath. Pretty cheap. Bath and Body Works has semi-annual sales like twice a year. That's why they're semi-annual. You can get some bubble bath for pretty cheap.
Let me tell you, I don't know what they were doing when they mixed that eucalyptus.
Tubby time.
Yeah!
Who told them they could do lavender and vanilla? I be up in there with bubbles with all my man. I ain't tripping. Why? Because I have to prioritize my peace and my tranquility.
Come on.
Yes!
You can't expect no founders. You can't expect no district director. You can't expect nobody else to say you prioritize your peace. You prioritize your tranquility. Some of you are going to go to a whole new level when you start saying one word. One word can change your whole life. When you use this word now, ask somebody, I said, how you speak in Spanish? They said the same way in English. No.
That's my favorite word, y'all.
For real, I just realized, like, you gotta start saying no. You know why you gotta say no? It's because some of you all are so amazing, and you're so trustworthy, and you're so loving that everybody is gonna be pulling from.
Aaron Clancy, thank you for the super sticker. I appreciate it so much.
Everybody's gonna be asking you to do things, but you gotta get to a point where you're like, you know what? I think this is an opportunity for someone else to help you out.
Yep.
Why?
Yep.
Because you got to prioritize your peace. Because when you say yes to that other activity or whatever it is, you say no. And then ultimately you say no to you. So I need you to have more peace and more tranquility in your heart and your mind. More harmony within your home. One thing that me and my wife did and constantly do on a regular basis is we get marriage coaching. Why? Because life is hard. The enemy would love to destroy our marriages. He don't.
The enemy, is that supposed to be Satan? You know that like Christian people get divorced too, like just as much as non-Christians. Pippi, don't show people your butthole. That's so rude. Yeah, Christians get just as many divorces, dude.
Want your union to work?
Nope.
He wants your spouse questioning you. Why you buying that jewelry again? And you really want to say, shut up. But you want to honor him, right? Y'all felt that. That was a pain point for some of y'all.
That's my
But
move.
really,
And I see it.
you say, hey, I need to do this. But you get the help you need.
Yeah.
Me and my wife sit down with counselors, a therapist, marriage coaches, talking about what you're going through, working through your issues. Right? Let me tell you something. And when I come back at next year's convention, I want to see
Emily, you think he means us? You think he means that like anti-MLMers are the enemy trying to ruin his marriage? I don't know about that. I think usually when well maybe, but I think usually when like super religious people say the enemy, they're talking about like the adversary, like Satan, you know. Or does anyone negative. Sir, I don't care about your marriage. I don't care how well it's doing, how shitty it's doing. I care that your kids are well taken care of. But I have no interest in your marriage. I don't care if it's successful or not. Pippi, you're so cute. Yeah, no, none of us give a shit. Satan also doesn't because he most likely isn't real, so.
Hey, what I told y'all, speak these things as if they are, right?
Hey!
But you know, if I was honored and privileged to come back, you know what I would love to see? I want to see every person with their significant other with that T-shirt that says jewelry security. I see some of them walking around.
You don't need jewelry security for $5 jewelry. Like, if you're a fucking Kardashian or something and you're constantly wearing pieces of jewelry that are like $20 million each, Pippi, you gotta go bye-bye. Then I would understand. Like, you're a prime target for being mugged. Maybe you do need some jewelry security. But for your $5 bullshit jewelry, no one's trying to steal that. No one wants it. You can have it. Okay?
I'm looking at my man like, oh, he got rhinestones on this shirt? But that thing said, bling security. I said, I love it. But you know what that shows me? That shows me the support.
That's right. That's
And you
right.
need that support. And so sometimes you and your spouse might be at odds. You'll be surprised when there's more peace and tranquility within your home, how much more productive you'll be and how much more supportive your spouse will be.
Yes.
Yes, I love you, Arthur.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're talking about more.
Life with love.
Here's the reality.
More than, yeah, life with love.
Life will throw more at you than you expect.
He said life will throw at you more than you expect. I feel like that sentence was weird, and he said it the way that doesn't sound weird. So it's like when he was making this slideshow, you know that he was making it with the made for more shit in mind. And he's like, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna arrange this in a way so that the more is the centerpiece, even if the sentence doesn't make sense that way. Okay.
It is the most challenging reality about human life. Sometimes things just go wrong. The most amazing people that I look up to are not the most people who have just attained the most, but it's those who have been able to navigate in the face of adversity, in the face of pain, in the face of despair. Like life has a way of throwing some stuff at you, and you thinking like, where did this come from? And why did this come here? I ain't asked for this. I'm a good person. Ain't nothing ever working out. But you don't realize that like something inside you is wrong.
Did you say something inside you is wrong? He's also like, why are these bad things happening to me? Because I'm such a good person. I didn't ask for this, blah, 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 blah. Maybe you should take that up with your God. Like, if your God is so loving and kind, like, why is he putting you through hardship? If he wants the best for you and loves you, then why is he putting you through that shit? Do you ever ask, like, just stop and ask yourself that, perhaps? Maybe? Instead of, like, being like, why? Why me? I'm a good person. It's like, yeah, maybe you're not such a good person. I don't... So it's just, it pisses me off, dude. The way these people try to have control over everything and have an answer for everything. Like, everything that's good is God. Everything that's bad, well, I guess that's the devil there. It's like, okay, so then does God not care that the devil is, like, doing all this bad shit to you? Is he unable to stop the devil from doing that shit? And that would mean he's not all-powerful anymore. Why is God just letting that happen? Or is he the one doing it to you in the first place? And in that case, he's a dick, so.
But it's still painful. It's the weirdest thing, right? So I went through all sorts of pain, all sorts of trials, all sorts of tests in my adulthood. I changed my character. I was getting
Yes, Devin, thank you for reminding us. This is all for $5 jewelry. Let's not forget that part. This is a convention where people are selling $5 jewelry. All of this shit, all of this drama, all of this bullshit, manipulation, it's for $5 jewelry.
arrested, y'all. I was drug and alcohol abuse. Like, I was living life like a rock star. I was just off the chain. And I finally got my life together. You know what I'm saying? I aligned with a local church, got baptized, gave my life to Christ. Like, got married. Me and my wife were working. Then I was speaking at this one school, and this little girl told me that I was just volunteering, right? She told me that she was going to commit suicide, but she heard my story. And she looked at her arm and she was like, "Now I know."
Trigger warning, trigger warning.
The weapons will form, but they won't prosper because I know they're out there.
Holy shit.
She was like, I know that I'm fearfully and wonderfully made. You know how kids be writing their arms? So all the stuff I'm sharing in my speech, she's writing it down. She was like, my best friend committed suicide. When I'm dealing with at home with my father, it's 2 months to handle alone. I came to school
Manipulation station.
ready to check out. She was like, when I came, I had a plan. I slipped out the back door. They caught me. They made me come to the stupid assembly. But I'm so glad I did, Mr. Jeremy, because I want to live now. I want to live. I'm feeling like,
Wow. You're a lifesaver, Jeremy. Look at that. You're such a good person. Dude, you're so good. You make people want to keep living. Wow. But this isn't self-serving at all, huh? Like, if... him telling this story is very self-serving. You know what I'm saying? He feels good about it. That's why he's sharing it.
this is about 10, 11 years ago. So she gave me the biggest hug. She runs up the class. I make the school counselor aware so that they can kind of navigate the space with her. And I go home and I tell my wife. I sit her down the next morning because I knew what I felt the Creator telling me to do. Because I still had a full-time job, healthcare benefits, all of that, right? And my wife's love language, you know, the book Dr. Gary Chapman wrote, The 5 Love Languages, like physical touch, words of affirmation. It's one that he didn't mention, which is called stability. Security, right? So I sit my wife down, I make her breakfast, but I got to do it in the spirit. Because I'm about to tell her I'm ready to quit my job and be a full-time speaker. So I never forget, I made an avocado toast, right? I had crushed sea salt and the black pepper on that thing. I made it 2 egg whites, you know, and so she's eating breakfast, and I'm like, "Is it good, babe?" She's like, "Yeah, it's good." I said, "Babe, I spoke in the school, this little girl with red hair and first told me she was going to commit suicide, but now she wants to live, and it was amazing." She was like, "Oh, this whole thing, honey." I was just like, you know what? I'm thinking, like, how many more young people out here, like, want to commit suicide and need to hear my story? She's like,
He's saying all this with, like, a huge smile on his face. Like, again, like, you can tell he loves this shit. He loved that he got to tell his wife this. He loves that this happened to him. And listen, any reason at all for that girl to be like, "I would like to live, actually, please, thank you." That's great. That's great that if he's the one who helped her realize that, great. But the fact that he's, like, running around, you know, every time he gets on a stage, he tells this story. "Hey guys, look at how great of a person I am because I keep people from wanting to end their lives." Woo! Wow. Devin, MLM equals stability. On opposite day, yeah.
I'm sure a lot. I was like, exactly. So I've been thinking, right? I've been speaking now for like 3 years, off and on. I think I'm ready. I swallow heavy, right? I was like, I think I'm ready to quit my job to be a full-time speaker. So she's like, "Excuse me?" So I got nervous, right? So I went to my default mode. I said, "Look, that's what God said." I just gave up God. That's what God said.
Oh my God, Nicole, this is a really good point. Maybe our timeline is off. Maybe the vegan thing was just temporary. But didn't he say he made an egg white omelet? I thought she was vegan. Yeah, good point. Very good point. I mean, maybe this happened before she went vegan. I don't know.
She was like, well, what he said about me? I'm like, nothing. Because my wife, she was brilliant, right? She had an internship with the FBI, bachelor's, master's degrees, all these degrees, summa, magna cum laude, all of that stuff, right? She worked for the government. I'm like, you keep working. Because you get good health care, good benefits. I'm going to grind and put in more hustle, right? My wife said, bump that. You quit your job, I'm going to quit my job. We're going to do this thing together.
All right. Hey.
That is so irresponsible. Hey, dude, you're also, did you forget you're preaching to a room full of people in a fucking MLM? If you convince all these people to quit their jobs for their MLM, 99% of the people in this room that are gonna not be able to afford to come see you speak at convention next year, bud. We'll just put it that way. They're not making money doing this, dude, unless they have a rich ass spouse. Thank you. My daughter just brought me a bowl of poppy corn. Oh, that is so nice. Oh. And it's delicious. Huh? There's hot sauce in here? Oh, like the red hot seasoning stuff? No, it's delicious. Thank you. Holy shit. You want to talk about fulfilled and blessed? Sis, this is it. This is the life here. I don't need more than this. I got a family who makes me popcorn while I'm working. Hashtag blessed. What were we talking about? Chickens, eggs, Amway convention. Gabrielle, I don't know what we're talking about anymore. Me either. Maybe that's why I can't keep my train of thought going. Also, I got interrupted by popcorn, but that's okay. It's totally fine. Sorry. I got some of that spicy seasoning tickling the back of my throat. Here, I'm going to press play real fast. Drink some water, and then I'll continue that thought that I didn't even start.
Now, but I would like to stand before you and say, because our hearts are pure.
Okay. Every person in this room, if they haven't quit their full-time job to do paparazzi, they are now that much more motivated to do so. And I'm sorry, but most people in this company cannot afford to do that. So unless they have rich mommies and daddies, or a rich husband, or a rich wife, a rich government employed wife, or whatever, they can't. You cannot be. He is an influential dude speaking on a stage to a room full of 99% women, mind you. Most of the people in this room are women. And he knows his influence here. You cannot just convince all these people to be like, you know what? I think I'm ready to quit my job and go full hustle with this thing. No. That is so dangerous. Oh, hi, Mom. Hello, Mom. You guys, my mom is here. Hello. He does jump around from topic to topic with no continuing thread. But then again, so do I. So I can't talk shit. Anyway. It's very irresponsible. In my opinion, even if you're a motivational speaker by trade, you have the responsibility of not putting these toxic ass ideas in people's heads. Sir, you're causing destruction wherever you go with ideas like this.
Because we had good intentions. Because we're good people. Because we were willing to walk away from $100,000 in vacations and retirement plan and 401k. And because everything just worked out and everything was great.
Okay. Congratulations, you're the 1%. Most people, it's not going to work out for them in that way. So don't sit up here and be like, I did this and it worked out, so you can do it too. You're about to ruin people's lives, dude.
But what if I told you that when we made that move, it's like a dark cloud came over our home? No, I'm talking. The reason why I created this slide is I was told, right, to help you all navigate, because some of you are in a very challenging, in a very weird, in a very frustrating space right now.
Yes.
And you're trying to figure out, like, how do you navigate this? Because many of you are wondering, like, why are these things, like, happening to me? And you've heard people say, bad things don't happen to you, they happen for you. But you really, quite frankly, you're tired of the cliches.
Yes.
I'm just sharing this with you. I'm not sympathizing.
Are we tired of the cliches? Because all I've really been hearing this whole time is him just throwing out a bunch of cliches and like trauma dumping and stuff.
I'm empathizing with you. So me and my wife, we walk away from our jobs and we begin to travel and speak, and we feeding the homeless people, and we got a team, and it's time.
The campfire song from SpongeBob is the most inspirational song in the world. So there's that.
We got enough people to feed, to pay our staff, and we're not even bringing no money back home, and we keeping our hearts and our intentions and our minds pure. And it's just like, and that's when my wife's health began to fail. She gets diagnosed with endometriosis.
There we go. Okay. So is that why she went vegan? Because she has endometriosis? Isn't that when, someone correct me if I'm wrong. Hey, my mom's in the chat. She probably knows. Isn't endometriosis when your uterine lining starts growing outside of your uterus? Or is that something else? I don't know what I'm thinking of if it's not that. If that's what it is, I'm pretty sure going vegan doesn't cure that, sir, as he was suggesting that it did before. Also, he's literally admitting that they both quit their jobs to hustle together, and it was a big dark cloud that loomed over their family's head to the point where his wife got sick. At what point do you go, this is not working anymore? We can't keep living like this. Like, we all realize that, like, a stressful environment, stress on your body can be really bad for your body. Nicole, am I right? Hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah, I'm right. That's what's up. Hi, Dr. Sav here. No, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a doctor. He's literally trying to convince people, like, oh, no, it's fine. We pushed through it. We pushed through endometriosis. My wife just became a vegan, and it was fine. And then we kept hustling, and now look at us. This is so irresponsible. It's so irresponsible that your wife got sick, and instead of being on prescription medication, you sent her to a health and wellness spa for 10 days, and she turned vegan, and you thought that that was it. There's no fucking way, right? There's no fucking way. Oh, here we go, Nicole. My sister is vegan and has endo, and it is not fixed. Still as bad as always. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, she has to be on medications, right? There's no way that she just went vegan and everything's better. Like, he sat here and, like, talked all this shit about big pharma and stuff, pharmaceuticals and drugs and whatnot, when, like, she's gotta be on something, right? Gabrielle, she's not Dr. Savannah Marie, she's just D. Savannah Marie. That's so funny, dude. After a week of being vegan, no less. I think it was 10 days. Excuse me. No, this is ridiculous. This is so stupid.
Then she gets diagnosed with endometriosis and adenomyosis. We lose 2 babies back to back. It's like a cloud is.
That's so fucking sad. That's very, very sad. I wouldn't wish that on anybody. This trauma dumping that you're doing here to a room full of women, who most likely, a good portion of these women have also lost babies when trying to reproduce. You're really doing some work on those heartstrings, aren't you, bud?
And I'm like, man, what's going on? So my wife now, right, who's like the most amazing person you could ever meet, so genuine, so loving, so quiet and quick to serve. It's like her body's failing her. And I'm like, why? I'm so frustrated. She's losing her health, all these diagnoses. Then we get word. My wife comes from a small town in Kentucky, right? She gets word that her grandmother passes.
Sorry to laugh. But this guy's in the middle of telling, like, this really sad story. She lost 2 babies. Look, I'm going to tell you this whole story about all the bad things that happened to us when we both quit our jobs. He's like, she's from a small town in Kentucky. And the woman in front of whoever's filming was like, woo! Right as he's like, her grandma died. Oh my God. That's not funny. Like, the grandma dying is not funny. What's funny is the lack of fucking Like, read the room. He's very clearly telling a sad story. This is not a time to be like, woo, Kentucky! Have you no, like, social awareness? Like, what are you doing?
And that was a major blow. That's her last grandma. Then months later, we get word that her aunt passes, who like lived across the street from her mom to help raise her mother, right? I mean, to help raise her when her mom was working.
This trauma
Then
dumping,
months
dude.
later, we get another call that her father passed.
Oh my god.
So it's like we get hit left and right.
Justin Quesadilla, thank you. Hey, Savannah, thoughts and prayers, Lil JK. Thoughts and prayers for what? I'm not the one who needs it, but thank you. Thank you for the super chat. No. This is very clearly like a sad story, and people are out here like, yeah! Oh my god, people.
I'm seeing my wife, it's like she barely hanging on by a thread. And then I'll never forget, ironically, we were on tour speaking at
Thank you again.
and schools and universities. We were on tour and our stop was in Las Vegas. We just pulled into the city. And we get a call. I'm in the gas station, we're getting gas. And I get a call from Jonathan, her cousin, that says, Tracy's mom, Debbie, just had a heart attack. Now, I'm walking and pacing around.
Why the fuck is he telling us all this? We get it. All he had to say was like, our lives started falling apart when we all quit our jobs. But no, instead he needs to go into detail. Everyone in our lives died, basically is what he's saying. This is extreme, dude. It's pretty extreme. Like, the only reason you would be saying all this stuff is literally for sympathy and, like, the emotional part of what he's trying to do here. The emotional trauma dumping part where you're tugging on everyone's heartstrings, because after he's done talking about this, shit's about to get real emotional again in a way that's like, but what? I pulled through and we can do it. Yeah, everyone can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. He's about to start doing it. Just watch.
The gas station, because there's no way.
Thoughts and prayers for having to listen to
courage
this
or
shit.
heart
We're all in this together, okay?
to tell my wife that her mom's being rushed to the hospital, especially after she just loses her grandmother and her aunt and then her father. So I'm pacing around the gas station. My wife calls me, honey, hurry up, we're going to be late. I'm like, okay, I'm coming late. My voice is cracking. I don't know what to say. Then I get a call shortly after. Debbie's no longer with us. And I remember thinking, being, if I can be honest with you.
I'm sorry, but why are they calling you and not the daughter of the woman who's passing away? Where are the violins? I don't know. I don't know. They're not here. This is the closest thing I have to a violin soundbite. Maybe it's more of a trumpet.
I remember being very angry. Because I'm like, man, we are good people. Like, we do right by people. Like, we work hard. We make sacrifices. But it's like everything seems to be going wrong. Now, the interesting thing about the story, were there times when my wife didn't want to get out of bed? Yeah. Were there times when she was fighting through depression and the pain? And yes. Were there times she was going through the physical? Yes. Like, was it hard? Yes. But when you see my wife today and you see that smile on her face,
Amen.
she don't look like what she.
Amen, she says. He just told a story where, like, they lost 2 babies and the wife lost grandmother, aunt, mother, and father within the course of, what, a few months? And this woman's all like, amen. What is there to be grateful for right now? Why are you... I can't.
Come on,
Yes.
come on now.
You feel me? Like when you see the joy,
I
when
know.
you see the zeal that she has.
Hallelujah.
Like, what am I telling you? Like, your condition will not be your conclusion.
I'm not crying.
Yes.
I feel
The only reason I would be crying is because I cannot believe that this motherfucker is preying on people like this. But no, really, I think this is just leftover bullshit from when I was choking on some popcorn spices. I think that's why my eyes are watering, because it's kind of spicy.
I feel like somebody needs to hear that. One more time. Your condition will not be your conclusion. Some of you all are in a weird place right now, and you feel tired. and you feel discouraged, and you feel deflated, and you feel defeated, and you are exhausted.
Yes.
And you came here, you're smiling, lots of energy, but quite frankly, some of you are dreading going home. You feel like you're getting here from your left, you're getting here from your right. I just came to encourage somebody. Right, we're gonna leave, so we'll probably see some of y'all in the hallway, in the lobby. You should tell my wife that you are made to her strength, because we see how good she looks. You know what I'm saying? With her little designer bag and shoes and that smile on her.
You should see how good she looks. She has all these material things. Sir, it's just, like, I'm at a loss for words at how, like, obviously this is all about money. He's trauma dumping on people right now. It ain't fucking cute. I can't.
Her face. You see the excitement that's inside of her. I didn't see that years ago. I just saw the storm. As Trish said, I didn't see the beautiful sunset with the purple and the yellow and the orange clouds. I didn't see that. I just saw the pain. I just saw the tears. I just saw the hurt. But I'm telling you all, for those of you all that's here now, and you feel tired, you feel discouraged, and you're like, I don't know when I'm going to get a break. Oh, it's coming. I promise you.
Yes,
this
Lord.
ain't going to last.
You cannot promise all of these people that. There's thousands of people in this room. 99% of them are probably in the red because of their involvement in paparazzi. You cannot sit here and be like, don't worry, the break's coming. You're just encouraging people to continue to make bad financial decisions.
Yes.
Like said, are we going to be like the cows and try to run, or we like the buffalo that face through that storm?
Face the storm.
Face the
We know
storm!
we may endure for the night. We know this, right? When
Yes.
joy comes in the morning.
Yes.
So we face the storm. Because we know the one that can calm the storm. And we know that the storm is not going to be always. This is just temporary. This is just seasonal. And I believe that those of you all that's in that weird place and you feel like, man, life has been throwing so much at me, I get it. I can tell you, it does get better. You're going to sit back and look at your life and realize how amazing you are. People are going to look at you and be like, you walk different.
Yeah.
Your girlfriend's going to call you and say, girl, your shoulders be back when you be talking to her. Your friends going to look at you and be like, girl, you glowing. Are you pregnant? You got the
Can we not have a man show up and make jokes about, hey girl, are you pregnant? This is a room full of women. Women. Whammon. This is a room full of women. Maybe it's just me, but like I find it pretty distasteful for a man to be like, your girlfriend's gonna be asking if you're pregnant. That's rude. Hey, do not ask people if they're pregnant, dude. I don't care what signs and signals or symptoms or whatever you think somebody's having. Literally every time I go on my Instagram and I'm like, oh, I feel sick today, blah, blah, blah. I get DMs, people like, you pregnant? Even though I've told you guys a bazillion times that I have an IUD. That's very rude. That is very, very rude. Women can be sick without being pregnant. Also, women can have glowing, beautiful skin without being pregnant. Also, women can walk differently without being pregnant. Like, don't encourage this, dude. Do not encourage this.
pregnant glowing. Them ovaries been off. They don't look at you and be like, I see something different about you. You know what I equate this to? It's like when you look at these bodybuilders, you know what I'm saying? These guys got muscles on top of muscles and they pumping iron. You ever wonder how they get so big and so sculpted? They gotta go through a whole lot of pain. But people look at them and say, wow, they marvel at their physique, but they should marvel at their grit. They marvel at their physique and their shape, but they should marvel at their perseverance. They should marvel at their discipline. They should marvel at their work ethic. What am I telling you? People are going to look at you and see you hitting all these numbers and see you traveling the world and your wildest dreams come true. And they're going to say, oh my, I want that. But you got to tell them, don't want the success I'm having. Want the pain I went through. Want the discipline I had. Want the struggle I endured.
Yes.
Want the perseverance I had to experience. To be able to experience what I am today. So life will throw more at you. The question is, what are you going to do with it? And when you say, you know what, this diagnosis hurts. And this divorce hurts. And this breakup hurts. And I'm tired of burying loved ones. And I done seen more counselors. They prescribe me more medicine. And I'm struggling on the inside. And my kids are losing my mind. But you realize, but you know what though? I'm still here. And I'm still standing. And I'm still strong. And I've been made for more. But the amazing thing about life is that all these adversities will come your way to condition you to have more and experience more. Because let me tell you something, beloved. The world ain't going to just give you what you deserve. The world will give you what you work for. And so sometimes, oftentimes, the challenges that we experience are the very thing that prepares us for what we're praying for.
Oh, God. Okay. What if you do deserve something because you work for it? You work for it harder than everyone else around you, and you still don't get it. It sounds like even if you work for something, you aren't even guaranteed it. Like in MLMs, and especially paparazzi, that is true. That is 100% true. It doesn't matter how many times you go live. Doesn't matter how many pieces of jewelry you're showing on your lives and posting on your Facebook. How many trade shows you go to. It doesn't matter for a lot of people. They can put in all of those hours and get nowhere, dude. Oh my God. All of this for $5 jewelry. Yep, popcorn is good. Oops.
Lastly, I need you to have more belief.
I need more belief.
I need you to believe. I don't want there to be any doubt in your mind what you can have, what you can accomplish, and what you can experience. I need you to enhance your belief system. I believe that when you practice and you're mindful of the peace and tranquility, I believe that when you get to a point where you're like, you know what, I didn't expect all this stuff to happen to me, but I know all things are working together for my good.
Amen.
When you tell yourself, you know what, I deserve more for myself, and I deserve more for my family, and I deserve, like when you begin to tell yourself that, and you really believe it's possible, you will be surprised what you're able to accomplish and what you're able to experience. I don't want to get out of this life and hear, hey, Jeremy, you did some great things, but this is really what I had in store for you. No. I want to get everything I'm supposed to get out of life. I promise you, we are human. When you look at the most successful person, that seems like, man, everything she touches just turns to gold. She still got insecurities. She still has some challenges. He is still trying to figure things out. He still might be secretly battling from depression, but he's sitting in front of everybody like he got it all going on.
Oh, so fake it till you make it, right? Yeah.
Like, we are humans.
That's right.
And I believe what's going to enhance your belief system, and you have more belief, is the more people you surround yourself with that's going somewhere.
Yes.
Did you know that years ago, the Harvard Institute did a research study? For 25 years, they tracked hundreds of people. And they found that 99% of their success was directly attributed to their reference group. Now, the Harvard Institute says that their reference group is those of their peers that they keep close to them.
So what he's saying is people who are successful have a big network of supportive people. Okay, not everyone has that. And a lot of people who don't have that, it's not any fault of their own. Not everyone is dealt the same cards, dude. Also, we're talking about MLMs here. We're talking about a paparazzi fucking pyramid scheme, $5 bling empire of scams. What he's suggesting is basically like, you're going to be successful because of the people you keep around you, because like if you have a good support system, being like, okay, so I'm supposed to be successful by making my friends and family buy my shitty $5 jewelry. You're going to be like pushing this shit on your friends and family in order to be successful. That's pretty shitty. No one wants that. Also, allegedly, paparazzi has a lead and nickel problem, among other heavy metals. And you're going to push that shit on people you care about? That's not a very caring thing to do. You know what that is? That's self-serving as fuck. Whoa! Wow.
So the group of people
Oh my
over
God.
25 years, they've been tracking this data, right? They found that the people that surrounded themselves with successful people that were accomplishing great things, it's almost like their skin, like a chameleon skin, they begin to take on that work ethic. They begin to take on that belief. They begin to take on the success. They begin to take on the characteristics and traits. It proves to you that who you surround yourself with literally helps you decide how far you're going to go. I often like to say that your proximity equals your velocity. So the type of people that you surround yourself with, like you got to ask yourself, like, are they speaking life over you? Are they encouraging you?
That's right.
Are they challenging you?
So then if you keep people surrounding you who are telling you, hey, you're in a pyramid scheme and you should probably get out before you cause financial destruction to yourself and your family, you're saying you're negative and then you're going to cut them out, right? Is that what he's suggesting? Those are negative people. Those are negative thoughts. Get them out. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. I thought you cared about those people. So he's almost suggesting like all your genuine relationships, the ones that actually care about you and who are telling you, hey, you're in a pyramid scheme and you should probably get out, those people, you're willing to cut them off because they care about you, and then you're supposed to replace them with people who are richer than you so that you can get rich? That's not genuine. That's not a genuine friendship at all. I mean, if that's the way to success, then I think most of these people would rather not cut out the negativity in their lives, because the people who are being negative just care about them, dude. And they're going to replace them with people who don't give a shit about that. And they just have a lot of material things. And you like that, don't you? Yeah. It's disgusting. It's literally disgusting.
You gotta always consider the source. Some of you all will have some friends and some loved ones try to give you some advice, but they really in protection mode because their dreams been shattered. Now they trying to
No, what the fuck? They're in protection mode because they care about you. A lot of times it has nothing to do with you, or it has nothing to do with them. They're not in protection mode because, oh, well, I didn't succeed, so I guess I better dash her dreams too. No! If you genuinely care about someone, it is not about that. If you're keeping people around you who are only saying that shit just to be a dick, then, like, yeah, that's a negative person. If it's genuine, out of, like, genuine care, regardless of what that person has been through, if they genuinely care about you and they say, oh, listen, maybe you shouldn't be doing this, it's not negativity. They just fucking care. And it's irrelevant what they've been through in their lives, okay? It's just a matter of caring about people. Why don't they get this? Why do they put a tag of, like, everything is negative, you're all being negative, blah, blah, blah? Why do they put that label on this shit? It's not that. Why is it so hard to understand that sometimes people are not going to tell you what you want to hear? They're not going to be your yes men. They're going to speak out of genuine concern. And it has nothing to do with anything going on in their lives. It's just genuine concern. Why is that so hard to believe? I just can't. It is absolutely absurd.
They doubt and they fear is on you. But so you gotta know who to close your ears to and who to open your ears up to.
Shut off the people who aren't being yes men. Shut out the people who care about you and have genuine concern. Open your ears to enablers, to yes men. Yeah, that sounds like a really good idea. That sounds like it'll be really good for your mental health. Yeah. That sounds like it'll be really good for all of your genuine relationships in your life. Yeah. Good idea.
Because there are some people in your life, they don't mean to be mean. They're not trying to be a certain type of way. They just ain't never accomplished it themselves. So now they putting their doubt and their belief system on you. You tell them, no, I ain't
That's
signed up
not
for that.
it.
I signed up for some people who are going to speak life to me. I read in the book, life and death is in the power of the tongue.
Woo!
I want to be
Oh my
around
God.
people who are
The couponing millennial. Thank you. Watching this after watching How to Be a Cult Leader is striking. I bet that's interesting. I haven't watched that. I need to, though. It's on Netflix? I canceled Netflix. Or is it on, like, Hulu or something? I don't know. I've heard I need to watch it, though. I was going to watch it with Aaron, and then we just didn't. I don't know. But thank you so much, and also thank you for that is your first super chat ever, so thank you, I appreciate it.
Optimistic, who are positive,
Yes.
who believe I can do it, and who have also done it. I want some of that residue on me.
Yes.
And you got to do it your own way. Don't you try to follow what everybody. No. You say, okay, what is it that I'm supposed to be doing? I want to end with this and share you a story. There was a little boy one day. He was on the way to school. He's walking down the street, and he sat down at a park bench in front of a local bakery. This old man walks by and says, "Son, are you waiting for the bus?" He said, "Yes, sir, I'm waiting for the bus." He said, "Son, the bus stop is in the next block up. If you want to catch the bus, you need to go to that bus stop." He was like, "It's okay, sir. I'm going to stay right here." He was just like, "Okay." And so a little while later, some of his classmates came by and they said, "Hey, man, what you doing?" He was like, "I'm waiting on the bus." And he was just like, "The bus is down here." He said, "Yeah, but my dad told me to stay here." They was like, "But the bus is down here." He was like, "All right, well, I'll see you at school. I'm going to just wait right here." So a lady comes out of the bakery and she says, "Baby, what are you doing?" He says, "Well, ma'am, I'm waiting on the bus." And she said, "Now, baby, you know this bus don't stop here. The bus is going to stop down there." He was like, "I know, ma'am, but I'm going to wait right here." She was like, "You sure, honey?" He said, "Yes, ma'am." And so about 10 minutes later, the bus goes around the corner and it comes down the street. Guess what the bus does? It stops right in front of the little boy. The little boy jumps up and gets on the bus and takes his seat. Then the bus continues down and stops at the bus stop. And the other people got on, and the lady and the old man and his classmates was amazed. And they said, "Hey, how did you know that the bus stop was going to stop right there?" He said, "You see, what you didn't know is the bus driver is my father."
If I had to bet money on it, I would bet that wasn't a real story. I would bet that was made up. Ooh. Also, why does he look so angry? Sir, it's okay. The bus driver was his dad. It's okay. Maybe he'll explain it, but what was the point of that story? Right, exactly, Rachel. Okay. I thought he was going to be like, "I just had faith and then it showed up." And I was about to be like, "No, that's super fake."
And he said, "My daddy told me to wait right here. My daddy said, don't do what everybody else is doing. I've got something special for you. My daddy said, you've been made for more. So you let the other people chatter, but you put that work in. My daddy said, I'm going to take care of all of your needs. I shall provide." I'm talking to those of y'all that want to get to a point where you say, "You know what? I have been made for more. I want more success. I want more for my family. I want more for my friends. I want more life experiences. I want more. I want everything that God has for me." Well, that's what that's you. Stand up on your feet and make some noise.
This is so weird. So culty.
Life can be challenging, but I'm not going to quit. I'm not going to waver. I'm not going to give up. I'm going to keep pressing. Why? Because I've been made for more. Come on. When I say I've been made, I'm just too old to say for more like you believe it. I've been made. Come on, talk to me. I've been made. So you got friends that say, if that doesn't work out, maybe you try to do something. Baby, don't put that energy on me, because I've been made. When you talk to some loved ones, and they like, I'm not really sure. Are you sure this is going to work out? You say, it got to work out, or it got to work out, because I've been made. And then there are times when you're not even, don't focus on the haters or your friends or your family, but sometimes your enemy can be the enemy. And you got to look yourself in the mirror and say, Sabrina, Patrick,
That's right.
Claire, we got to say, I've been made. Come on. I've been made for more success, for more happiness. I've been made for more sales, for more opportunities. I've been made for more trips and more experiences I've been made. That you can go out here and live the life that God has called you to live. And I believe that when you really believe that I've been made, you're going to go from one level to the next level, and we're going to look up one day, and we're going to see you at the top. That's my plan.
Wow. That was it, huh? Oh, there's 3 minutes left of this video. I have to make it quiet though, because of the copyright. Made 4 more. Yeah, what else is gonna happen in 3 minutes here? Look at all these people. Woo! Yeah! Woo! As this is playing here, please drop your thoughts in the chat. That was honestly one of the worst motivational speeches I've ever seen. And I'm not just saying that to be a dick, you know? Is there still music playing? Sounds like it. Okay. Like there was no substance to that at all. And I wonder, because like again, we know that Paparazzi paid him a shitload of money to do that. You know? He absolutely did. Oh. Can't hear what she's saying. Okay, I don't know. This is the lady. Okay, I don't want to put her on blast. What's all this? I haven't watched through all this. Sorry, I probably should have. I could have cut out the end here. Marquee. Oh, okay. So now that must have been the end then, and they're just like, all right, everyone, go see some Z pieces. Yeah. Wow. Wow. Yeah, what did you guys learn? I didn't learn shit. I learned that popcorn good. No, just kidding. I already knew that. I did see someone in the chat earlier be like, nepotism good. And I think literally that's what I got from that story also. No, that was super not good. That was... I feel like I've watched a lot of motivational speeches in my life. Just because I watch through this shit all the time. I have to say, and again, I'm not just saying this to be a dick. That was really bad. Like, that was super bad. It was just trauma dumping. Sorry, I'm trying to see if there's anyone streaming that we can redirect to. It was trauma dumping. Very cliche. Lots of cliche shit going on there. Even though he was like, I'm tired of hearing all the cliches. It's like, okay, well, all you've been doing is throwing around cliches this whole fucking time. DC is live. Ooh, we're gonna redirect to DC. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna freaking do that. Oh my gosh, I closed out my music also. But anyway, I mean, thanks for being here, guys. I really do appreciate you all sitting through all that bullshit with me. I know it was kind of a lot. Oh, what song did I have on earlier? I don't even know. I got like a new music situation here, and I don't know what it was. More of what I like. I don't know. Maybe I'll just put on some like random something here and hope that it's good. We learned a lot about his wife. Yeah, we heard way too much about his wife. We heard way too many details about his wife, didn't we? If I wasn't told, I wouldn't have even known that this was for an MLM. It was just a random monologue. Yeah. It was just a guy on a stage being like, all this bad shit happened to my wife, but look, we're still okay. Like, none of the bad shit even happened to him. I don't know. There was a lot there. Anyway. Listen. We're gonna redirect to DC. Stick around if you have time to... I know it's getting late for a lot of you guys, but stick around and watch DC, guys. She's the best. She's wonderful. And, of course, as always, thank you for being here. Thank you for being you. I'm working on a deep dive into the entirety of this paparazzi convention. I don't know when it'll be out. I'm working on making it, like, good. Like, actually really good. So, I don't know. We'll probably do some live streams before that comes out also. Actually, that oil show came out today. So, maybe another stream sometime this week. Within the week to watch that oil show again. Because y'all know we need our oily time of the month. Anyway, yeah. Hey, DC's coming up next. Stick around. Okay, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!